Hello, our viewers of Nile Nation Network. We welcome you back again today, Saturday, March the 20th. We hope that the programs today you will enjoy it, and not just only that, also you're going to be uh, sharing with us some of your experience and some of your argues. Thank you so much. Please share, because I think the thing that are going on in our country this day, the country of South Sudan, it's a big concern to all of us, regardless wherever you are in the world. It's still we have a heart for our country there, and also that is our prayer all the time that our people down there should be in peace, find the peace, and live in ultimate peace. Today, I just want to let you know our program is going to be split in two. The first part, we're going to continue with part two of peace in Upper Nile state, peace in Upper Nile state, part two. Please just bear with us. As we promise you, we're going to be also looking into other states and try to also bring guests from there, and they have to educate us about the other state. We need to learn a lot about our country, and please just bear with us. We are still on the way till we get everybody covered. So the second topic today, we're going to be also interviewing the governor, Honorable Budhok, Ayang Anei, the governor of Upper Nile state. So just we want you to be, it's going to be a part two because with the timing there, so we want him to wake up before he go to his office, and hopefully he's going to come and he will be interviewed. So let me acknowledge my colleagues in the studio, Mabor Welkong and Budhok, Awang, and Simon and William Goldit. Please, I have a request. As you see that we play only few videos or few music. If there is any music that you think the artists, they have good words, they want our country to go forward, good words that really can build us and move forward, please, you can share with us those song or videos to Nile Nation Network at gmail.com. Maybe the people in control, they will put it down later on, that email on the comments. Just if you have any good videos, you can email them to us there. Um, so that is a good thing there. Please, we will ask you to bear with us. And with no further ado, I would like to invite my co-host today, Utho, so he can come and lead us maybe for maybe the next hour or something. Mr. Utho, the mic is yours.
Okay, thank you, pal and viewers, panel. You are all welcome to Nile Nation Network. We are working hard to rescue our people back home that really need our help. Not only money, but word, encouragement, be with them. That's really what they are looking for more than money. Today, we are going ahead, continue to bring the gap between tribes in Upper Nile state. They have to come together. What's killing us? What we keeping hiding? Therefore, we are going to light everything so that people they can talk. Let we talk. Let we communicate. Our problem is not going to be silent by certain people. All of us will have a voice. Voice of voiceless and voice for those who want to live normal life. Therefore, Nile Nation Network will be working every Saturday to make awareness to the people in diaspora and also back home. Our topic today, continuation of peace in Upper Nile. I hope we can have some of Upper Nile people leaders or citizens. Let them come here and exercise their rights. We want to know how the way you think about the situation in Upper Nile, and this is the concern. Why Upper Nile, not other place? Yes, we know we always come together and talk and solve the problem. But now I think we distance ourselves. That's why our people that are suffering more than other states. Please, we urge you all, let we come together. Let we negotiate about this thing. Why we are not going forward? I hope the Nine Nation Network sent out the invitation to those who want to participate. You are welcome. Don't hide or don't shy away. Come forward. We are here to listen and to do our parts. Please share the video. We want to see the leader from Upper Nile coming forward.
Thank you so much, brother Otto. I remember last time, I think we put 3 points down. And those 3 points, I hope they should be the key also of our discussion today. Last time, we mentioned that three things. First of all, why there is no peace in Upper Nile. We point our hand to the system of the governance, the system of the government in South Sudan or in Upper Nile, in particular. It one of the main cause factor was what happened in Upper Nile that where make the people of Upper Nile turn into themselves. Secondly, we talk also about the land. We know that the issue of Malakal, some of the people from Upper Nile, they were saying this is their land, and those who were there, they say no, this is our land. So it's an issue, the issue of the land. Also, the other issue, these uh, uh, random killing that make people run into UN camps because many people lost their loved one in Upper Nile, and the way things didn't go well, and we see recently even there was few individual that was murdered inside Malakal. The general in police, the pastor, the beating of the chiefs. So there is a lot of things that really make peace not to prevail in Upper Nile. Some they were saying that we're trying to come out from those refugee camps in Malakal, but our houses, there is people that are living there. So we have a lot of issues. And recently we noticed that also Martin Elia came and say, give us the names for Malakal, Makal, like three different ways of trying to divide this one city. We understand the system of municipalities and counties. We understand. Even we were looking at the peace agreement. These municipalities are not mentioned in the revitalized peace agreement. But anyway, it seemed to be something that happening in South Sudan, in the capital cities. Maybe is a system of maybe let us employ ourselves, something like that. So we in one city we will have a mayor and we will have a the commissioner, something like that. So anyway, as we're going to be going, those should be the thing that maybe we will be thinking about them today. And as I mentioned to you, my brother Otto will lead us into those. I'm trying to play some music here before brother Otto will go. If it is taking so long, I will try to cut it short. Let me share with you some music here before my brother Otto take over.
Grammarly is a browser session that provides in-depth writing feedback. The free product provides basic grammar checks. These are the South Sudan voices. Asankan kali utoman belita Alde to mind to mama Kone papa yante Panato samala Panate Mayendu sabi Yante Panato samala Panate Mayendu sabi Aulande Rapa bigata kia Banade kulu talagasila Kedeni nagere suyata nina makili matarabuna.
Ashan yalde satumenu baba.
It takes a village to raise a child. Kanita ainu iyalan bilanga sambale with iyan vat. Nas bishaya for the le iyan gani it's daras. Yalde monderu salam.
Abuto mon mutu jado mon figaba. Uluya mondi korele.
Mika witin, Mika wijan. Mire chamurato, mire kangodoben.
Yalde aladoro sambala. Banade maezisibi. Yalde aladoro sambala.
Anate,
Maezisibi. I know that you woman make you acting up. Abuza tu, mendek rambu. Mama, si baba, baba, si mama. Last girl na sekiru le talin tabe. Le anu talin bi pada bibe. Oh, kama kale na sekiru le ya. Alsibu bilanga kitabe. Ana asu, bin mayibu badu. Ana asu, jubin bikatulu badu. Ana bika, ana bibi uminwe. Ya kwani, oh yeah. Muhaba bika, ana bibi uminwe. Yale, yale, yale. Yale, berulo mundafi. Yale, berulo musesfa. Yale, berulo mundadaris. Yeah. Surukayal, taptayal, kiwaja, futu jara desa. Ulakil kuluma, madu kuluma, madaris kuluma. Udayal sari akalina.
Mama, Baba, yakaminimu kami takola. Musulia, Musulia, ay. Iyale maligo musulia tabele tomande. Iyale maligo musafala lakina fikiga
Shilika
tomande.
you need a little attention. Shilika you need meditation. Enough of them want cooperation. That's how we live in a nation. Just want to the world of peace. Everyone work together for peace. We need to live together with peace. Rastaman speak to the one about peace. Y'all been sacrificed to Papa. Y'all been sacrificed to Mama. Mutu mon mutu jado mo fikaba.
Kulion, kumandi korele. Kumanai mama,
Papa, oh,
kumanai mama, kumanai mama. Akuto mon mutu jara mafika. Akuto mon mutu jara mafika. Enyoti, padado samala. Akuto mon mutu jara mafika. Akuto mon mutu jara mafika. Manate, mindless.
These are the voices of South Sudan, brought to you by Ruka Music. Easy Jehu, you know.
Thank you so much, our viewers. Just be patient with us as we take a little break, play these musics. Thank you so much. Mr. Ruto, please, the floor is yours. We can go ahead with our program.
Okay, again, thank you, viewers, wherever you are welcome to Nile Nation Network. طبعا زي ما اتكلمنا يا جماعة إن في مشكلة موجود قدامنا نسعى بورا حل. السؤال اللي كان موجود ليه ما في سلام في ولاية النيل؟ عشان كده دايرين القادة بتاع النيل وأبناء النيل يجي هنا خلينا نتكلم. ده السؤال الأول. السؤال الثاني، ليه بقى في مشكلة بتاع الأراضي ونحن عايشين الفترة ده كله ما في؟ هل فعلا حاجة ده كان موجود في قلوبنا ولا الحكومة الموجود حاليا يا أهم الحاجة زي ده؟ سؤال نمرة 3، القتل والذبح والدق، وما كده بس، لكن خلق حالات النفسية للنساوين والبنات الصغيرين اللي بيغتصبوهم. ليه قاعد يحصل؟ هل عادات وتقاليد بتاعنا اللي بيقول لازم نحترم المرأة يكون عندها رأي في قبولك ولا انت ما مقبول انتهى؟ ولا قلنا انتهى ليه انتهى؟ عشان بقى خلاص ما في رحمة في قلوبنا ولا شنو؟ فيا جماعة فعلا زي ما انتم شايفين دايرين سلام في ولاية النيل. الناس بتاع النيل خليجي نتكلم في الموضوع ده موضوع مهم. حاجة بيقولوا الناس يكونوا قاعدين في المخيمات ده ما في أي واحد مبسوط فيه. خلينا نتكلم ونشوف بالضبط ده من السبب بتاع الناس اللي بيشتدوهم أو بيطردوهم من المحلات بتاعهم. لو عنده حق هنديه حق بتاعه، لو ما عنده حق خليه يتنازل وخليه الناس يرجعوا في المحلات بتاعهم. فالنهارده ده نتكلم الناس بتاع النيل، عندنا أهلنا تعبانين في مخيمات ما حصل في تاريخ العالم ده كله، لكن ما في أي واحد مبسوط. عشان كده أنا داير القادة بتاع النيل، أبناء النيل، بنات النيل، خليجوا ونتكلم في الموضوع ده. ده الهدف كله. فالقبائل بتاع النيل معروف، في كوما، في مبان، في شلوك، في دينكا، وفي نوير. 5 ديل عايشين بالأمان في الفترة اللي فاتت. ما عدا اللخبطة كان أصل في الزمن بتاع ناس عمر بشير لمن بدأ ولاية بدولة فيها معين في ولاية النيل، لكن برضه طلعنا من العقبة ده وقدرنا نمشي نستقيم الأمور ووصلنا لبر الأمان. هسه بقى حكومة بتاع جنوب السودان هم دايرين يجي يخشوا في الشؤون بتاع ملكات ثاني. طبعا انتوا سميتوا انترفيو بتاعت الوالي وبعد شويه هتسمعوا منه ثاني. فنحن فعلا محتاجين للبعض. ما في واحد بيقول ان ده يشيلوا برا وده يقتلوه وده يمشي من المحل ده وما في. نحن دايرين نقعد في مكان واحد زي ما كان، بس خلينا نحترم حدود بتاع 56 بتاع قبائل معروف، ما في اي واحد هيطلع منه. ولو في واحد داير يقوي راسه ويطلع من الحدود ده، نحن ال5 قبائل نيجي نقعد تاني ونتكلم وبعد كده نحل الموضوع ده. لو ما حليناه نشوف له حل تاني. قال في هيك يا جماعه، لو ما حليناه ما في اي واحد بيحله. لازم نكون في مكان بتاع ناس بيحل المشكله الموجود قدامنا، ما نسيبه يمشي ويقتل. المشكله بقتلنا عشان ما قاعد نلقى حل له، وفي ناس بيستغلوا فرصه زي ده. عشان كده نحن قاعد نتكلم مع ناس ملكال. انتوا سامعين الصوت بتاعي؟ قاعد نتكلم مع ناس ملكال. يا جماعة تعالوا نتكلم. ما في أي واحد هيطردوا من ملكال ده أو من النيل ده كله. سيبوا ملكال ده مدينة، في النيل كله أي واحد هيكون قاعد في مكانه. عشان كده يوم نسكت ده الحاجة بخلينا ما نتقدم ولا قاعد نجيب الحل للمساكين الموجودين في محلات مختلف. انت سميت ان في ناس جنوبين بيقعدوا تحت الشجر في بلدهم، حاصل في ملكال حاليا. يعني من شد العالم وبطلع بس يشوف محل الاكل بتاعه وين ويرجع يكون قاعد داس نفسه. دي الحاجه نحن ما دايرينه، ونتمنى حكومه بتاع ولايه يشيل الكلام ده اكتر من اي حاجه داير يعمله. فانا داير ناس ملكال يجي قائد لان نشوف فكره بتاعك شنو، حل بتاعك شنو للقضيه ده. ما في سلام في ملكال ليه؟ في مشكله بتاع اللين جرابينج حصل ليه؟
كورد اوتو او براذر اوتو، قبل ما نمشي قول موضوع بتاع اراضي ميساهو كده. لكن يوم ذاك طلع لوم مباشر، وده لكم كلكم، يعني ممكن انتوا تجاوبوا فيدونا بافكار بتاعكم. مره اللي فات قالوا انه في مشكله حكومه ياخذ السبب. اوكي طيب، عايزين يعني المشاهد يعرف انه ليه حكومه السبب، لانه مع الحكومه عندنا برضو يعني 3 مراحل. في حكومه بتاع الدوله، وفي حكومه بتاع الولايه، وفي حكومه بتاع المحافظه. ياتو حكومه اللي احنا مره اللي فاتت قاعدين نلومه، ياتو حكومه. يعني هل في اي توضيح عشان الناس تعرف انه ياتو حكومه احنا كنا قاعدين نلومه؟ لو السيد ويليام لو سامع برضو ممكن يرد على ده. وانت برضو السيد اوطو تقدر ترد عليه. يعني لمنا حكومه، يعني فياتو نقاط لو نقدر نفتكر. هل الحكومه احملت في حمايه المواطنين بتاعها لما كان يعني حصل المشكله في جوبا؟ يعني المفروض مشكله جوبا كان يفضل مشكله جوبا، ما كان يجي على النيل، يعني لنفترض. Okay, the problem that started in Juba was in the SPLM party. It should remain in Juba. It shouldn't come to the other states, right? It shouldn't come there. So where did the government fail really to protect their own civilian, right? I know everybody, yes, you heard that your loved one are killed in a different city and things like that. But if you don't have any means to go for fight, like we see those who run in Malakal PCO camp, those people they don't have a gun to fight. That's why they flee, right? And some of them manage to run up to neighboring countries, and some of them just get locked in there in the refugee camp. So what happened? At that time the governor of Upper Nile at that time failed to protect his civilian? I will, if Uto, if you have anything to say about that, or William, please just unmute yourself and let us know.
Yeah, thank you, Otto. Thank you, Pel. Thank you, Mubur. And thank you, Simon. Yeah, أنا دير نقول شيء مثل أنتم فضلتوا. خلينا نرجع شوية لورا بعد اتفاقية بتاع أديس أبابا كان ولدت حكومة اسمه حكومة اللي هو autonomy government of Southern Sudan. وزمن ده كان عبر الير مولانا عبر الير هو يو كان رئيس للمجلس الأعلى لجنوب السودان. شو اننا استفدنا من الكلام ده؟ بعد قتال بسنين كتيرة في ناس ماتوا عشان الفرصة ده، لكن شنو استفدنا؟ ما استفدنا شيء في وقت ده. سمعنا ان الإخوة في إكواتوريا بطالبوا حتى الآن بطالبوا لتغيير أو relocation of the capital city of Southern Sudan from Juba. Why? لماذا؟ ليه؟ لأنه هناك كان في abuse of land use. إذا أنا طالع من ملكال، أنا موظف ماشي نشتغل في الحكومة، أنا ده نطط على المواطن اللي هو صاحب الأرض، أو نشيل البقر بتاعي نخطه هناك زي ما موجودة سريح هناك، وصار في الظلم. أنت الموظف أنت شغال أو تسرق الأرض وتستهجر. For abuse of the land use is a result of power في يد الناس اللي كان عملوا abuse. خلى الإخوان في الإكواتور يقول يا أخي شيلوا الهاسم ده، شيلوا برا خلاص. The same thing happened in Malakal we are talking about now. القضية بدل ملكال يعني مش بلش هسه في زمن بدا صلب كير، لا، بلش انك في قضايا بدل الارض. يا جماعة اي واحد لما يكون عنده مشكلة في مع الجيران بتاعه بيكون في border line، ان اللاين ده انت قطعت اللاين ده وانا لازم نمشي نسكي، انت شلت الارض بتاعي. When you go to the court نفسه هو بيعمل define اللاين ده. يعني انت لما تمشي للقاضي انت بتقول للقاضي اني ويليام طرق لاين بتاعه جاء للخط بتاعي هون. يعني there is two people, plaintiff and defendants. I am the one who is accused for taking other person land. I'm defendants, and the person accusing me is plaintiff. But when we go to court, we need to point out which lines that cause this land dispute. Because I cannot just create this illusionarily that this is my land. Who tell you it is your land? Which line is saying that according to the land laws or land policy or land rule? Which line you talking about? فالإخوة في على النيل ما يسموا Padang. Not all Danga, but a Padang. If a Padang is an organization, there is no organization that call that I'm going to complain because of the land. Land has to be between the person who is sharing the border. So we knew it from every corner. So what do you think? If a Padang is a group, they will stand up and say, let us condemn this or claim this, let us go to court, you don't have issues because it's not a problem between the neighboring. It's you as an entity saying that that is our land without pointing any line. So let me just go, bear with me one by one. Some point here.
يس انا عايز اصبر معاك، لكن
Yeah.
انا عايز ربط بين مشكله بتاع الارض، اوكي، مع احمال الحكومه في حمايه مواطنين بتاعها، مش صح؟ يعني العلاقه هناك بيكون شنو؟ what is the connection here where every time we talk about the issue in Upper Nile we have to um, invest too much on the land grabbing, which I know is real. It's happening in a way, right? But where did the government fail to protect the citizen here, or fail to resolve the issue?
Yeah. As I mentioned, abuse of power. I think I mentioned it recently. Abuse of power. If the government started to be a government for the group, and of course, the government will serve those group, and then that government lost its legitimacy. And this is what the individuals, Nas Adanka Badang, when they start approaching the government and use it, that is wrong. So here, if government is to protect all people's right, and now the government is favoring a certain group, then the government lost its legitimacy. So yes, the government is not there for all the people of Southern Sudan, it's for just individuals. And recently we know that what happened in Malakal, the Danka didn't go through the channel or legal channel, but they go through individual in the government. Tutkeo, Begulu wala the Bashir and Mabarif. I don't have facts about that. He don't have any relationship about land, but they go to him in order to pass their message, you know. So the use of individual or government as whole is a problem because government there has to protect the law. But no, there is different. That's why I said I need to go over this one. If we're talking about the previous government before this one, at the time of under all Sudan, there are many litigation that did not go ahead because the court rejected them. This is what I want to remind you here if I can read them. You know, the court rejected them because it's crazy demand, you know. But it was this government now, the government is doing what the individual are asking for. And that failed the government to be the government for the people, you know.
I know, yeah, you give your argument and your explanation, but if just let us go recently to what happened, and Uto, Mr. Uto, you're gonna come, but just I'm trying to ask William when Elia Lomoro came and announced these municipalities and like Makal, Malakal, and people reacted. People reacted in a way that they were demonstrating and they don't like what happened. So, and I know maybe the governor today will explain it in a different way, right? But actually, what happened? Like, what did people misunderstood? What is it? I know Elia Moreau say three things at that time. Malakal, he say Malakal, Makal, Makal. like I can hear the way he said it. But now I think we come to two only. There is no makal. I don't know where that makal come from, but it's always we have makal, which is the same thing as malakal when Jalaba couldn't get it right, and they say malakal. I don't know why they put that, but it's makal. So, and people start really demonstrate what is the issue there that make people go crazy and say no, we don't want this, because we see that happening in other states, like the division between municipality and the county. And I know it's happened in Juba and happened in Wow, right? I'm not clear exactly if it's happened also in place like Kwajok or Rumbek or Awil. I don't know if that thing happened there. I'm kind of naive about it, but I'm here also. Somebody can educate me. So before you go, William, I'm not sure if you are there. I don't see you. But if you are there, if you are when you're not there for a little bit, maybe Otto can come, and then later on you will come and answer the same thing. Mr. Otto, can you just tell us what happened there, Makal, Malakal, and of course the governor is gonna override whatever we say today. We will hear it clearly from him. But from the reaction that we heard, all of us, what is the problem?
Okay, shukran, Mr. Pell. You know, زي ما كلمنا سلام ما جاء في Upper Nile. في حاجات بسيطة لو الناس بنظر له بمنظور دقيق ممكن تتحل. المشاكل الموجود في جنوب السودان بالصفة العامة ده فشل بتاع حكومة معروف. حكومة أساسا ما قادر، لأنه هم ما قدروا يبنوا بيتهم في داخل الحزب الشاكل من أجل حقوق الناس. بنفس الكيفية جاء لخبطوا الناس كلهم. فكده يا جماعة عمل ميوت هيك في شوية. اوكي شكرا. لخبطوا الناس كله. مسائل الموجود حاليا حل بتاعه موجود اصلا، لكن عشان الناس ما دايرين حل ودايرين بس يعقد الامور، عشان كده جاء قضايا مختلفة في وقت واحد. يعني جايين زي صاروخ، ده يضرب من هنا وده يضرب من هنا. نمسك المشكلة الموجود في النيل. في 2 اتفاقية زي ما سميناه كلنا. في اتفاقية بتاعت أديس أبابا وفي اتفاقية بتاع خرطوم. يوم جاء اتفاقية بتاع أديس أبابا كان فيه لخبطة بتاعت الولايات بيزيدوا بعد فترة، وبعد شوية بيجيبوا قوانين وما موجود في الدستور أصلا. يعني حاجات بس بيقولوا بخشم. لكن في ناس طبعا بيكتبوا الكلام ده وفي الآخر بعملوه زي دوكمنت بتاع حكومة، وبعد كده برجعوه تاني في ساحة عشان يجي يلخبط الناس. لو انت شفت الوضع الموجود حاليا هو اساسا الحل بتاعه موجود في يد الناس، لانه لو الناس مشى الاتفاقيات الموجود قدامنا حاجات واضح هناك، ما في اي حاجه خلوه برا. الموجود انه النظام بتاع الولايات ال 28 32 يوم جاء اتفاقيه بتاع خرطوم لغى كل اي حاجه. لكن في ناس ما قاعد يقرأ اصلا الاتفاقيات الجديد، لسه بتمسكوا الاتفاقيه اللي فيها مصلحه بتاعه. فالاتفاقيه اللي فيها مصلحه بتاعه يا بيجيبوا في ساعه ثانيه عشان يلخبط الناس. فالحاصل الموضوع بتاعت
Excuse me a second. James Sean, go out because you didn't come in through your device doesn't let you in. Go out and then come back again. Because it doesn't show your computer. Yeah, thank you. Go ahead.
اوكي. اي واحد بيجيب اتفاقيه اللي هو بيشوف مصلحه بتاعه وين، وبعد كده بيجي بيدخله في الساحه، وبعد مش كده بمشي بيخش في المكتب بتاع سلفكير بيات الطرق انت ما تقدر تفهم. الوضع الموجود حاليا بتاع العمودية في داخل العاصمة بتاع الولايات، ده موضوع أصلا عملوه في 28 ولا 32 ولاية، لكن الناس بقول إن مع التطور الموجود خليه يمشي كده. جابوه وبقي يطبق في ولايات الكبار العواصم بتاع شنو؟ هين ستيت. فلو انت شفت الوضع الحالي بقول مثلا يشيلوا عاصمة بتاع الولاية يكون برا من المحل اللي كان فيه قبل كده، دي سياسات جديدة. دايرين الناس عشان يرجعوا للحرب. لو ما سياسات جديدة دي شنو بخلي حاجة ده مثلا يكون مشكلة في ملكال وفي نفس الوقت ما مشكلة في جوبا، ولا مشكلة في ملكال وفي نفس الوقت ما مشكلة في الواو. وعلى فكرة خلي الناس اللي يعرفوا إنه حاجة اسمه يشيلوا عاصمة برا من مكان بتاعه يودوه في محل ثاني، يمكن تشوف النتائج بتاعه قبل كده في واو. ناس ماتوا بطال، حتى سلفكير بنفسه هو كورب بنفس الكيفية يوم حصل في جوبا. ناس جوبا قال يا أخي شيلوا عاصمة بتاعتكم ده أو
Are
عاصمة
you
بتاع جنوب السودان ودوه في محل
are you
ثاني.
sure about that Salva Kiir cry? Are you sure about that? I'm not sure. I thought that he enjoyed what is happening in Sudan, South Sudanese killing themselves, right?
You are right.
So
You
I
are
don't
right,
want
to be honest.
to divert, but I'm not sure that he cried. If he
No, you are right.
cried, and ministers and things that cry, even one person got by mistake, there is come through ballot to be the president or be MP or whatever, right? So I'm not sure if really Salva Kiir cried when I'm not sure of that, but continue with.
Okay. So ده المشاكل الموجود اساسا. يعني الموضوع بتاع ملكال باقيدوا دائما ابدا على اساس يشوف الناس ملكال ده ناس ما منظمين، وبنفس الوقت ده ناس يعني بيحبوا مشاكل. لو انت شفت الحاجه ده هسه فعلا ده الكريدت داري يدو للناس بتاع ملكال. عشان كده انا ما راح نقبل ما حقيقه موجود اصلا، للناس مثلا ما يرجعوا للاتفاقيات الموجود. الاتفاقيه ده فعلا بقول ان عواصم بتاعت العشر ولايات القدام يشيلوا برا والبس يكون ملكال وموضوع انتهى. مشاكل بتاعنا فعلا معقد، ان الحكومه ما قادر شنو يطبق القوانين الموجود قدامه، وحاجات فعلا هو مكتوب وواضح كويس. فعشان كده مشاكل بتاعت النيل وما في السلام وبيك في موضوع بتاع اللاند جرابينج ربطوا كله باشياء بسيطه. فنرجو من ناس ملكال ان على اساس انه يفهم الوضع الموجود حاليا ما لصالح اي واحد فينا. كده نحترم 56 ونحترم ان في 5 قبائل موجود في ولايه ومحلات بتاعهم معروف. ملكال ده عاصم بتاعنا كلنا، ما في اي واحد بقدر بقول نهار انت ما تشتري بيت في ملكال هتشتري، حتى الناس الكتورة هيشتروا في ملكال. لكن لما نجي صلاحيات يدوا للسياده بتاع الناس شنو بتاعت الكاونتي الملكال وقف فيه. ده الحاجه واحد يقولوا. شكرا.
Thank you, Mr. Ruto. We have our sister Achol Panran. Is it Panran? Something like that. Sorry, I didn't pronounce her name really good. Yeah, thank you so much. I hope you are from Upper Nile, okay? Because today we dedicate this day to talk about peace in Upper Nile. And of course, later on, your sister, my sister, or Mrs. Achol, you ran away. Oh, you're back.
I know. I had to close the door. I apologize.
That is good. Well, we welcome you into Nile Nation Network. And I hope your contribution today will be really paramount. Yeah, we are talking about the peace in Upper Nile, and we see. I know there is a lot of things that we mention here. Do the system of governance fail to protect their civilian in Upper Nile? What is happening was every time we try to talk about peace in Upper Nile, we end up with the land grabbing thing. And recently we heard that when Martin Ilia Lomoro came with three names for Malakal, and he said Makal, Makal, and Malakal. And recently I heard the interview with the governor, Henry Budhok, and he mentioned only two, right? So, it's kind of a complex issue. And there is people making comment here. Maybe I will ask about their comment later on, if that is the right way really for us to go. I lived in Malakal. I was enjoying it. I enjoy all the tribes that are there. I can say greeting in Denka, in Cholo, except Maban, because I was a little bit far away from them. So, things are complex issue, and there is people making comment here. Maybe I will ask about their comment later on, if that is the right way. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna mute. I just muted our brother. I think. Okay, so just for the last point that we were talking about, why people get demonstration in sorry, my brother there, please maybe mute yourself. There is an echo on your device. Please mute yourself. I'm trying to mute you, but if you don't allow me to mute you, I have to maybe send you out and come back in again. Yeah, okay. So sister, people heard about the Makal and Malakal, and demonstration start taking place in all over the world, wherever people from Upper Nile are there. So what is your take on that, sister, or Mrs. Achon?
Well, thank you. Is it Paul? That's your name, right?
It's good. You pronounce it right. We pronounce it Pal. Yeah, but it's close.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Although, well, I know you, and Brother Williams. Anyways, each and everyone, how are you guys doing? Thank you for inviting me. Well, Kay, thank you for invitation, and thanks for sending me a link. First of all, I'm not from Upper Nile.
Okay.
Just, I want to say that has a straight. But anything that happened in Upper Nile actually affects almost everyone across the country. Okay. So whatever that is facing my brothers in Upper Nile, it's close to home to me, because one, I'm a mother, two, I'm also a sister, and I hate to see what is happening in that part. And to be honest, Upper Nile is not the only hotspot at the moment.
Yeah.
Another thing too, once upon I was an activist, and then I took some time off. So today actually is my first time back on this street after 7 months. So a lot of things happened as I was away. So I'm trying to catch up as much as I can. But all I know for sure, to be honest, when it comes to land grabbing and stuff like that, I'm sure there's a constitution that would deal in that aspect. It has been a lot of issues. I've seen a lot of controversial shows being hosted in regard to this matter. People alleging, this part of this bank is part of Jing of a Padang and the Shuluk. It's been really, really messed up. But I think it's important that as a citizen, looking at the way the demographic of South Sudan itself, everyone know where the borders lies. And this shouldn't be something that could really be taken personally. I mean, people shouldn't take matters to their own hands. I'm sure there's a law that governs. And I was just looking at the constitutions, the one that we had, and there's a right there to housing. Everyone has right to have a decent house and stuff like that. I'm sure there's a constitution there that would really address that. So this should go back to our governments, the governors of of that particular area to see how these matters should be addressed. Now, seeing something earlier on saying you or one of the brothers talked about people in POCs and stuff like that. I'm just gonna make a general remarks as an observer, as someone that's seen things from a distance. To be honest, my brothers in Upper Nile, I don't know why you always let any conspiracy that's get cooked in Juba transpired back against your own people. Why I'm saying this? Because whatever happens in Juba is the one that always get back to the villages, and that tends to affect. So why can't we just understand as a citizen? Because whatever that is cooking in Juba is political. It's purely political. And we shouldn't allow ourselves as a citizen to be affected by political statement. Because, you know, politicians, sometimes they gotta make some remarks and try to be politically correct. But is it correct to me as a citizen? Absolutely not. Now, one big thing that I have seen that became a big problem, there's too much power in Upper Nile. And where there's too much power, there's always lies a conflict of interest. And that's what I'm seeing. I'm just talking from general perspectives. And because, you know, when there's too much power, there's a lot of ego. And
Yeah,
why is there an ego?
for a simple person that don't understand that too much power, can you elaborate a little bit? So at least people of Upper Nile, they need to know what are you talking about? Because when you mention too much power, I look at my muscles. I don't see any. Okay, so yeah, if you can elaborate a little bit.
Right. I'm talking from general political powers. When I say that, because when you looked at Upper Nile itself, it's a very influential area. When it comes to when we talked about political, we have icons that come from that part of the area. Hypothetically, again, let's just talk right now. We have how many vice president? For instance, we have Mama Rebecca Nyandeng, we have Dr. Riek Machar, first vice president, and we have Taban, also another first vice president. So far, we have 3 of them that all be in Upper Nile. For instance, let me finish my point. You will come.
No, because now I got you, because you're talking about the greater Upper Nile.
Yes.
Okay. Now we got you.
Right.
Yeah, okay, greater
Right.
Upper Nile.
So now, so when all this happening, don't forget everyone have their own power, and it's become heavyweight. And don't forget our people, they're filled with ego, and then the ego comes in, and people trying to intimidate. They want to show muscle. I'm power than this. And then later on, people now trying to gain popularity. So you have to create something just to make you be likable, and before it's gonna cause a divisive, and it's ended up having more problem. So why I'm saying this is, let's try to distance ourselves as a citizen, separate ourselves from those politicians, because at the end of the day, they're politicians. They have whatever they have to say it's political. We shouldn't allow ourselves to be affected in that sense. So I was just making a general remarks. Now we're coming back to the Malakal issue. It's a very controversial. It's still raw. I'm sure it would just, I'm sure when time comes, people will come term to it, but we shouldn't just rush to it and try to take it personal, or allow some of other influence to get in between our heads and cloud our mind so that we can have a proper reasoning. Because at the end of the day, we need to be careful that our lives come first. And this is what I always say, it's one of my favorite lines. People comes and go, but the land remains, you know. And if we're gonna continue depopulating ourselves, okay, just because of this land, and then one day this land will be left vacant, and we won't even enjoy that. So let's just try to find a peaceful way to approach this, and that's my only appeal to everyone and to all citizens. The peace is here now. Let's give it a chance. Let's try to embrace it. Let's all be ambassadors of peace. Our leaders have the powers. All we need is a peace. That's all I can say, so that we can all have everlasting peace. Next year, I want to fly to Malakal without any issues, so that I can just go and spend weekend and come back to Juba if there's a possibilities. If you want to ask me any question, and then I will just, otherwise I'll excuse myself.
Thank you so much, Sister Achol. You know what you just said. Next time, when we're going to be talking about peace in the whole South Sudan, I think we will try to look for you and find you, and invite you, and come maybe answer a few questions and things like that. But thank you so much for the general answer that you give us there. Yes, you are talking about the greater Upper Nile, but as we know that, yes, Upper Nile was split in three, and also Upper Nile, now the greater Upper Nile, has two administrative areas and things like that. So a lot of issues going on there. But of course, yeah, I because if I try to ask you another thing, then it's going to take us in a different direction. But things that I understand, the power, somebody was saying, is a power struggle, but I don't know. So maybe let me ask you this question. We talk about it in last shows, and we say the only way for South Sudan to have peace, we have to bring people to power through ballot, through democracy, right? And that is what we suggested as this should be the way. And also we added also maybe as other politicians are saying, that let us destroy the center and let us go let us take the federalism system. But in a way, sometimes, they mess us up. Like, we have a different understanding. I'm in Canada. I have a different understanding of okay, my sister left. Yeah. So I was about to ask her if the democracy could be the only way to go, but she dropped out. That is fine. We have Mr. 522452. Thank you so much. I don't know your name. Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Sister Achol, you came back. I thought that you run away from my question, but you heard something. Right. So what do you think? The democracy should be the way, and also people are saying federalism, okay, together with the democracy. The normal civilian should bring their leaders to power instead of being appointed, because we realize the appointment of leaders, that is a problem, right? And it can cause also power struggle, right? Just to bring a governor, you will see how many people are writing letters to the president and things like that. No, this prime minister X is not good and things. There is a fight going on till the president will make a decree of who he like, and then and then appoint him. So, what do you think? The democracy should be the only way?
Well, to be honest, in a civil society, democracy should be an ultimate goal. But as they always say, democracy is an enemy of minorities. Okay, so sometimes, even if that's what is going to be preached, at the same time, it's going to be oppressing other minorities as well. But in this sense, especially when it comes to the Republic of South Sudan, we really don't have a proper statistic. So we don't even know. It's been allegation. People are alleging, oh, we are the majority, or we are the minorities. But in real sense, there's no proper statistic that has been done. We have a huge numbers of people that are in POCs, in IDPs, some are outside the country. We don't even know the numbers are in the country. So a lot of these things, it needs a lot of work. And yes, democracy should be way forward than actually appointing. But at the moment, since there's no proper data that has been put in place, there's no better structure that would allow the democracy to be transparent. And then I suggest at the moment appointing or appointment should be a way at the moment, though it's not really good thing, to be honest, because imagine me waking up one night and I've been decreed that, oh, Shaul is going to be the president. I mean, not the president, you know, I don't have a problem now with President Kim, but that Shaul is going to be the governor, or because I come from Warab, you know, of Warab. And I don't even know, I'm hopeless. You know, like literally, I don't know what to do. And I'm just waking up, hey, no, we should allow people to apply and then campaign and then let the people weigh their voices, so that way, when someone go to that to the polls, then we will know, okay, it was an elected person, then an appointed person. And also that should also give a bit of also a guidance, because this issue of decree, it's not fair, because one day someone is in the office, tomorrow is being decreed, because maybe Walke say, oh, Shaul, because me now I have a conflict of interest with the Shaul, so I'm just gonna go there and lobby so a Shaul can get decree out. It's not right. But when once you are elected democratically, and then it's really good. So yeah, democracy should be a way forward. But remember, minority is always an enemy.
Okay.
I mean, majority is an enemy to minorities.
Yeah, you said that the democracy is an enemy to minorities. You know why? Because some people like us in South Sudan, most of the time we just divide ourselves into our tribal lines. You see, that is the problem there. And that is where we need to create this thing to make sure that democracy will not prevail in our country. We thought that is an enemy to minority. But let us put it this way. If today I have to vote for you because you are a Chol, you give us your ideas, where are you going to take this country? Okay, we look at your ideas and we vote you in. We shouldn't be looking, oh, is this a Chol from like say, let us say in Lagos State, for example, the minority there will be Jurbel, for example. You could be from Jurbel, but you have a good idea, so we bring you in because you are from there. You see, this is what I'm just trying to let you go with this, because I know the time is approaching us here. And we have our brother, okay, Jeremiah Gill, yeah, some maybe Gill or Guy, yeah, something like that. That writing it, maybe Gill. I'm just want to let you go with this, so at least that idea of democracy is the enemy to minorities. Don't keeping hunting you down, and then you.
It's not me. That's it. If it's me as an individual, okay, yeah, there shouldn't be a reason why someone should feel oppressed just because of where you come from my own perspective. But what I was saying, I was just talking generally, as they say, that was the say, you know, when we come to democracy, that's what lies. But there's nothing wrong of getting someone from Jurbel, or someone from Anuak, or from Akobo, or someone from, you know, even within Warab too, we also have some other people that felt oppressed in there, in that sense as well. So I don't see a reason why not giving someone a fair go, as long as the ideas lies towards developing of the country. That's where I need to leave with you. So thank you so much. I appreciate having me.
Thank you so much, Achol. We would like to see you again. And then when we the topic about Warab too, you're gonna come and tell us what is the problem in Warab, why there is no peace in
No. Don't put me on that spot. I'm sorry. What happened in Warab stays in Warab. I'm joking.
Okay. Thank you so much for coming in. We have our brother Jeremiah. I think you heard.
I think Wal needs to say something. He's calling my name out. Sorry, I'll leave soon. Wal, are you gonna say something?
Well, what I was trying to say is that time is against us because we divided the time because within soon, within half an hour, I think uh, the governor of Upper Nile, when you guys see written down there, the governor of Upper Nile is going to be interviewed soon. So that's what I was trying to say. And secondly, I was saying I'm happy that we see you here, Sister Achol. And when there is an issue of Awarab, we will make you as a host so we can handle the issue of our state Warab. I and you, we are people of Warab. And Tal also too is one of our people also too.
We'll leave that next time. Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you,
Okay, bye-bye.
thank you, Sister Echo. Okay, our brother Jeremiah. I think we have 4 minutes that left before I hand over the mic to William, because if the governor is there already and will join us, he can let us know. Brother William, you can just show me with a point of hand, thumb up when you want to start. But at the meantime, I will give my brother Jeremiah. Brother Jeremiah, I'm not going to explain everything else that I said earlier, but you heard them. And I hope you are from Upper Nile, and you heard us we talk about just the recent problem about Malakal, and create a chaos and people start demonstrating. What was your take on that? What is your understanding about that? So bear with it, like just be aware of the time. If William let us know that the governor is there, so for sure we will stop right there and we give mic to William. Please, without further ado, go ahead and mute yourself.
My name is Jeremiah, and had been wanting to, I was having a desire to contribute in your discussion for long, but I couldn't get a chance to get in. But today, it is good. I am now here inside. As you have said, we don't have times, but what I can say is, consider me to be one of contributors in your discussion regarding what is going on in South Sudan, military, politically, administratively, because it is a matter of concern for all of us. What I can say in Malakal, why people are demonstrating, why are they reacting? Are they reacting in that way? You see, people of Sholo are the target of President Salva Kiir, not Denka. So does not want Sholo really to own Malakal. It's a few, but then Denka, you know, on expense of Shulu. There's no way a president of the country to handle the file of one ethnic group apart from the parliament. Now, let me tell you, not about the changing of Malakal or what, but it says Malakal County headquarters are to be taken to Western Nile or Shulu. This made people of Sholo to make demonstration. When it is taken out from Malakal, what does it mean to the people of Sholo? It means Malakal had been taken or had been given to Denka. Now it is the president to come out to assure Sholo or the parliament of South Sudan to assure them taking Malakal out or taking county headquarters out from Malakal to Waushulu does not mean we are taking your land. But if they don't do that, then that demonstration will continue. I will continue. But what I want to tell you, Shulu people don't trust President Salva, not Denka, but they don't trust Salva Kiir. And Salva Kiir himself is aware in any election, Denga, majority of Shulu will never vote for him. Will never vote for him. Some of them will never vote for him. The rest of 4, 5 in Upper Nile will never vote for him. Now he is victimizing Shulu just for the Denga Padang vote in any election, because he's determined that in the coming election he will participate and he is the flag bearer of that election. So now let me say something about the conflict in South Sudan. People say it was a political conflict or leadership conflict. Out of this conflict, why Denga Padang, they got administrative area in Unity State out of that conflict. Now they're looking for another state now in Upper Nile to be their own during this conflict. Now, only tribe which is beneficiary of this conflict in South Sudan is Denga Padang. Because they've got one state from Unity, and now they're looking for another one in Melakal. Now, how do you think even people of Bentiu, Nuer of Bentiu, they're not talking about it, they're not complaining about their land had been annexed to a place called Ruruweng, to be the administrative area. They did not complain now. But Shuluk do not want that, does not want that. We don't want name of our town to be changed from Makal to Ogot, from Ogot to be taken out to Wow Shuluk. Now, what is left? Governor will never defend that. Now, any politician from Shuluk will convince our population that what the government has done is correct. It is not healthy for Shuluk. And it is a red line. No one wants it. We don't want to hear about it. This is the message we want to give to the viewers. We talk about the democracy in South Sudan. Yes, without democracy, world will never stand on its 2 feet. Democracy, it makes institution very strong. Democracy without a strong institution, it means nothing. In South Sudan, people talk about democracy, or government is claiming it is a democratic government which is using democratic system of governance, but institutions are too weak. As Obama said in Ghana when he came to Ghana during his time, he said, Africa does not want a strong man. Africa needs a strong institution. This is what we want in South Sudan. We don't want a strong man. What we want a strong institution. We want government based on the will of the people. People should have a say in the government, not the ministers, not the generals. New generation, they have to participate in the government, especially those who are in diaspora. But in South Sudan, those who are in diaspora, they look as enemies. They are not allowed to participate in the government. So the system in South Sudan is against the citizen by itself. Now the SPLM had come to its own senses now that they have a nation. And now we want this nation, the young generation or the new generation to come up clearly and reject the tribalism policy of divide and rule, which has been applied by the Arab before, to be applied by President Kiir and political opportunists. Young people should reject that openly. And this is the one. Nile Network Nation, I think this is one of the ways we are going now to reshape our nation. There are so many social media platforms. South Sudanese people have been using it. And they are talking very good language from different tribes. And that language does not want by Juba people. Because it seems like people like uniting. People are uniting against the government, not on ethnic group, but as the people of South Sudan. And we have to support that. And because we don't have time, just as I said earlier, I will be happy to, and one of your viewers who will be contributing to what I know and what I stand for. For your information, I fought in 21 years civil war. I worked there very hard, and this one who is falling now, the country where we were together with them before, you know. But Shuluk, what I want to say, Shuluk be with Selim now a second citizen in South Sudan. What Young Council Elders is trying to do, they want to make new history for the whole nation through Young Council Elders. If you can see, these Council Elders were formed in 2012. And they are saying, when they've been they're saying it had been formed after the conflict of, after the war in 2013. That was not correct. After all, there is a vision there for Denga to rule country or to rule South Sudan for 200 years. There is a document came up before. This is the document many people don't want. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity, and I am happy to be with you. And next time I will contribute. Thank you very much. My name is Jeremiah Jobe.
Thank you so much, Brother Jeremiah. We love to see you again, not only on the issues of Upper Nile, but the issues of South Sudan as large. You know, that is where I think we differ a little bit, because we try to bring awareness, stimulate the grassroots, right? So at least people will know their right, okay? I know there is a lot of things that politicians will say and try to mess up our mind, but I think it's a time for South Sudanese to know their way, because it seems to be we don't have a leader that really want to take our country forward, that don't want to make our country to prevail in a good way, to succeed in a good way. We don't have any politician that want that. Everybody want a position, fill up their pockets, and that is it. When we come to struggle, you are with them. They know that you are there. As soon as they get position, they forget about you. That's why we try to educate our people so we know our rights. But before we go there, we have to ask questions, right? We have to let our viewers know, where are we going with all this, right? Why we are in problems, why in the states and the whole country, why we have problems. So when we know our problem, I think it's good, because when you know your problem, it's easy to treat it. And it's good to that you come with us. So I know we are still waiting for the governor. Brother William didn't give me any sign to know that the governor is there. But as you're here, I think Brother Otto, you were there, or Mr. Otto, you were there. I think let me give you also maybe 5 minutes till William come back, and you can also explain to us the issue of Upper Nile. I think Brother Jeremiah explained it right. I don't mind you echo it again and put it in your own words. Please, the mic is yours.
Thank you again. I think we talked about this several times, and we know the issue of Upper Nile is very clear. So the mixing between two different agreements, that's what led issue of Upper Nile is very complicated. Because when we talk about the mayor, we know his position and duty is somebody for the council, but you cannot mix it with the commissioner. because the commissioner, we know, is a position for the county. So nothing will bring the issue between taking the headquarters of Makal to different city or different area, because the constitution is very clear. Even if you look to Juba today, they still have a Juba headquarters within Juba, and we have capital of Southern Sudan also there. They have their building, and they have their officer or official elected officer. So cannot bring the mix between them. Even they have a mayor at the same time. So everything is separate. The problem we have now is how we're going to apply the constitution, or how we're going to amend it so that we can be able to add the two agreements we have. Because the one that are working on it now, I think, is a Khartoum agreement, which is 2018. And that one is clear in, stated very clear how the Southern Sudan can move forward. So my point is that, as Sister Rachel said it, why always everything get complicated in Upper Nile? Because there is something going on in Upper Nile. Some people, they want to be favored. At the same time, they want to be a friend to other tribe. And this is the problem we have, really. You know, even until now, they're still talking about to move the headquarters of Makal to West Bank, which is something you cannot even imagine. Okay, why he want to move the headquarters? Why we want to move it? Nothing can contradict headquarters of Upper Nile or Makal County and the mayor of Makal City. Nothing can contradict in this point. So anyway, always when someone get favor, it will get like the child who always like to say, "Hey, I need my sweet," and they bring it to him. You know. So let we try to come together as a leader. When you talk about the community or you are leading the community, it's important to look at them. You don't want to hurt them, because sometimes we can hurt our people. At the same time, we don't know, and well, we are pretending we are a leader. How are you going to say you are a leader if you are not going to protect them? You are not going to bring the truth, what they want, how they look forward to move this state or to move this country. That's the important thing leaders have to look at it. Anyway, as we know, we're all here to talk about the peace in Upper Nile. We need to stop issue of killing others. We need to stop land grabbing. And also, we need to stop blaming game. Let we move forward and try to bring our people together. As I mentioned before, all those five, they have a right in Upper Nile to live wherever they want. They want to live in cities, they want to live in villages, they want to live wherever they want to live. The important, and this is what we're urging the Upper Nile government, let's bring security to the zero. Like the way it's going on now in Upper Nile is bad. People that are tired, really. Even those who are in POC, they're really like someone in the jail. No moving, no freedom. And sometimes they just go and cry. And this issue is creating another problem, you know, like psychology problem is going to be with them, you know, and this is really, we need to look at it very careful as we want to move this country. Anyway, let me try to see if William was able to.
Yeah, before we see William, because William will let me know that the governor is there. I don't mind to ask this question again. I know every time we talk about issue of Malakal, and then for sure the land or the land grabbing will come as the big head there. Even though, yes, we know maybe there is other issues, but the land, it's a big problem now in the whole South Sudan. Let me just say something here to connect the dot. I like my family, we bought a land in Juba, right? And maybe 1970s, right? When the South Sudan get their independence, right? And then somebody took our land. As we start going back to South Sudan and things like that, we find out our land, somebody in Juba make a fence and a small tukul, I don't know, for security guard, something like that. So we got our documents together, we went to court. And twice we took the person to court, and every time the sentence will come that, okay, is their land, give it to them. So this person, every time the judge say, okay, this is their land, all the documents show that, please give them their land. And then he will say, I will appeal. He is the general in the army, right? And maybe, I don't know now, I don't want to say where he, like in which position, I don't want him to know himself. But what he said, okay, the judge for the second time, I think, asked him, okay, you're going to appeal again. For what? Where is your documents? And he said, no, I'm going to bring mine. So you failed twice to prove your documents, okay, not to be authentic, okay, you don't have it. We have the old copies. We check it in all over the place. This where this land was being registered, and actually is not one place, like the land in Sudan, they registered it in so many places that you cannot imagine, right? And the document will show, nope, this is not your land, this is their land. So where are you going to get those documents? Is it your buying time for maybe the children of this person to die, all of them, or find them, hunt them down, kill them, or what? And then you have the land, okay, no one will be complaining about it. Or you're going to forger fake documents and come and present them again. Or what is it? Are we going to take our guns? You bring your guns, then let us fight over the land till we kill ourselves, right? And it's a simple place. Yes, that place, I think they call it Tongping, right? But the actual name is for it is Juba Nabari, okay? People were saying it was called Tongping because at that time, I could be wrong, that there is those traditional bars, alcohol. Then you go, you drink there till you pass out. And maybe in the Nilotic this word is called Tongping, mean that he passed out, something like that. So they call it like that, but actually the actual name is, the area is part of Juba Nabari. And that is what we need to really emphasize on. These names that are given to areas that was not there before. If it is Juba Nabari, what is wrong with that? Juba is for Baria. What is wrong with that? It's their land. But they allow us to come there to make the capital, to buy houses there, to buy land there. They didn't say no. It's only if we try to kick them out, that is where they're going to say, no, wait up, wait a minute. Why you kick us out? Okay? So I try to connect that with what's happening in Malakal. In Malakal, we heard it from Lamakol that there was a claim that was made few years ago, about 3 times and things like that. And late Dr. Jongarang will oppose that, will say no and no and no. And I see my brother Abel Kohn here will telling us, take us to court, take us to court. And I think if there is something, the documents, I know there is a lot of documents from 2000 and 2000 and like year 2020. There is few maps you will see how they cut it out. And I was surprised a little bit to see a land, a place which I saw in the old maps before. A land in Lagos State is written also Nuer. And I'm not going to talk too much about it because I know who are those Nuer that went into that land and they stay there till now. I'm not going to say, but they were there, but I think we're sometime now maybe, but they still, these maps that are made recently is still pointing them out, cutting them out in Lagos State that they are Nuer. Anyway, we will leave it to that. But I think there is a problem that there is no map that really supporting that Malakal or Makal, okay, is the land of so and so, okay. Yes, we know Apadang from northern Upper Nile, they are there. Some areas, Maban people, they're claiming in that is their land. That is another issue now waiting us, or maybe people from Maban will say, no, we don't need problem. Yes, no problem. You stay there, right? But one of them mentioned, I think at that time, even Malut is a land of Maban. I don't know, right? I am naive about that. So, and then we know, yes, from south of Malakal toward southeast of Malakal, there is also part of Denka Apadang there, right? On the north of it, on the north of the Sobat Nile and the south of it, right? But I think there is no map that proving that land is belong to maybe Jiang Apadang. That is why, because if there is a map, trust me, no one will wait. No one will wait. Even I think Dr. Jongorang at that time will say, yes, this is a Padang map. This is a Padang land, right? Let them take it, okay? This could be done long ago. But because there is no anything supporting that, so I don't want people from Apadang to use the issue of the city of Makal, that is, this is ours. Okay, if you don't want to give it to us, that is the reason for us to get our administrative area. You see, I don't want it to be, it shouldn't be like that. So the question will be here. Are we really going to divide Upper Nile in so many pieces if Apadang say, this is our administrative area? Maybe now people of Maban will say, okay, let us divide it. Give us also our administrative area. Now we're left with Shuluk and Nuer. They will say, hey, you know what? Let's go apart, man. Just let us divide it. Everybody will have their administrative area. And which I say, what is the point of administrative area? Why don't you just have your own state, right? Take your own state and we go back. And that is what I'm trying to avoid here, to divide the country in tribal lines. This is very dangerous. This is very dangerous. Somebody like me, that I have families as far as Western Equatoria, as far as Bahr Ghazal. We intermarried with all this. I'm not gonna every time I come here I say who am I and disclose my family and this is what happened and things like that. But somebody like me, I will disagree with that because I'm not used to that. I was raised in Malakal. Everybody is around me. Leave alone even Malakal before the Kokora, before that, right? So we have Balanda, we have Moro, right? That is our neighbors and things like that. I never felt that these people shouldn't be here. No, I enjoy it, right? I went to my neighbors are Cholo, are Abiad Lang themselves, right? We were there in Malakal. We were enjoying it. We go to school. We come back. It was a good life. It's a good memory. I never felt threatened by any of those tribes before, right? So is it the solution will be we have to divide our land estate to small estates? What will be what will stop us then if after some years I will say, you know what? Hey, This is my land. It was given to me as my state. Now I want it to be my own country. Then you see, we divide the country into small countries. And this is what I'm afraid of. Every time I have to mention, my dad mentioned that if we are not careful, we will divide South Sudan into pieces if we are not careful. So what is it with the tribalism? What is it going to help us? So is it the issue of Malakal? Apadang want to use it as a scapegoat for them to get their own administrative area? Or what is going on? We need to divide the country into small pieces. I need your thoughts. I need your take about that. And I know William didn't tell us anything yet, but if he is not busy, he is welcome also to give us his take on that one. But let me start here with Mr. Jeremiah, if you can unmute yourself. Is it really what we were looking for, to divide the state into a lot of administrative areas, or the Jenga Padang want to use it as a scapegoat if they don't get Malakal and then or Makal, and then that is the reason for them to get their own administrative area? They want to use it as a scapegoat because I'm sure there is no map that is supporting that there. Otherwise, it will be given to them long ago. Shouldn't be a talk of this show today.
You got it. Jim Padang, they're using given to them as an administrative area, in the long run, as long as Salva Kiir is still in power, all the administrative areas, will be converted into a state. This is what happened. So they are looking really for their own state. What about the allegation they're making? It is just to make sure they're given their own state, like those ones who had been given administrative area, the same Padang in Bentiu. And when you look into it, people don't get it right, Look now, Abyei is part and parcel of Padang. They are represented in the government in Sudan. They have right, they have citizenship in Sudan. In South Sudan, they are in the system, they are citizens of South Sudan, they are in the government. Look, how lucky are they? This is one thing. The Sama Padang in Unity State, they got an administrative area of their own. That the one now one tribe, only one tribe. Padang is those one in Panaru. This is just one tribe. You call them Deng Panaru. The name of Padang is a general name for all of from Abyei up to Upper Nile. As I've said, in Abyei divided by two. Divided to two. Part of it, they have all privileges on the side of Sudan. Another part has all the privileges in the side of South Sudan. When it came the same Padang in unity, they get administrative area. The same privileges governor of the other state is getting. It is the same recognition governor of administrative area is getting. Now Padang is again very big gain for them. Now the third move is to get their own state in Malakal. Malakal had to be given as a state of Padang. Just imagine, did we go into the bush in 1983 to fight for Padang? This is the question all the people of South Sudan should ask themselves. If we look into it carefully, Padang will be beneficial be beneficiary of all the problem or all the of this conflict in South Sudan, because they will be employing themselves because they are given a state in Upper Nile in Malakal. They will be in the government. They will be just prosper. Everybody will be just like it's saying Libya, because the number is very few, and they have now their own state in Upper Nile. They have own state in unity, and again in Abyei they are considered as a part of South Sudan. In Sudan they are there. Just imagine. Salva Kiir must be taken out. Salva Kiir must be taken out from power to stop that. That way, Apadang is exploiting the people of South Sudan. That the one now causing problem in South Sudan. This conflict could have ended before. Shuluk before was fighting alongside the government against IO. When they killed the deputy General Holland, it was the Padang who killed him. Killing him now, Salva Kiir sent delegation or committee to investigate. Send a committee from Juba through the Defense Ministry, and the head of that committee was a general from Zande, and the deputy was from Murle. An intelligence officer from what we normally call them MI, military intelligence officer, was from Denka. Now, what happened from there? Salva said outcome of an investigation will come out after 1 month. Now it made people to think, now if this is the case, Salva already supported Padang. If this is the case, let us join IO. That was the reason join IO. And that was the reason Wu was very tough. And it was because from Padang. They were the one who initiated war between the government and the Shuluk. And the whole of people of South Sudan, all the people of South Sudan must understand that if you have not killed Deputy Johnson Olin, could have not joined IO. And the IO could have been defeated long ago. So all the support came from the other side to IO from Baragazal, non-Dankas. It was because of the issue of land. Everybody, we saw that, okay, a problem. Which means those who went to join IO, most of them are not politically motivated. They were not looking for position, but because of land grabbing. So now, what I want to say, like, we have already agreed. I am telling you really the way Padang think and Sulfur. Padang and Sulfur are victimizing the entire nation. And as I said before, Denga should be isolated from this. And then I want to remind you, Sulfur said before, in 2017, there are two problems in South Sudan. And these are the problems of the nation. One, Denga and SPLM. He's liar. Why Denga was not a problem, during the Abelalier, when Abelalier was the president of High Executive Council. He was managing South Sudan. Good way, good leadership. Kokora came as the result of something else, but the government of Abelalier was somehow okay. Why Denga was not a problem those days? When it came to 1983, when SPLM was born,
But maybe, at that time, maybe he is afraid that he will be sacked. That's why he need to abide by the rule of the system in Northern Sudan, or the system of Jalaba. Because I think that something happened in Juba in those years. That's why the Kokora came. Like, it's supposed to be a simple transition of powers, like to the other states that was created, right? But when it's come like that, all the three states, right? So then like people in Equatoria, they feel like, okay, guys, go back, guys. You create us some headaches and some problems. And some of the Equatorian till now, they have certain grudges, and I can say they were saying, gal damul nafsu to kida galu nueri damul nafsu to kida galu dinka yake del kulu jange, right? So I think there is something went wrong there. We misbehaved maybe when we were in Equatoria, and that's why they have to kick us out. Okay, go back to your country. It was misunderstood. The like it's supposed to be not through Kokora. That's why I like the system where we are here in Canada. If I move now from this province and I move to a different province, they give me 3 months. If they give me 3 months, that I prove to them that I'm a resident on their province, that is it. If there is any election going on, I can go there and they know, okay, Pal came from a different state, but now he established himself to be a resident. That one also should happen to South Sudan, right? If I move like I say, I'm an Acholi, I move from there, I went to Kwajok, for example, I stay there for 3 months, that is it. I become a person from Kwajok, right? And if there is any election, if I sell myself good, even people in Warab, they can bring me as their governor, right? Because I'm gonna take them to the next level. I'm gonna build their, like there is no grudges of the tribalism here, right? So I know you see that is where I'm talking. If you quote Abelalir, maybe he was just quiet because he was appointed by somebody else. Continue your talk. Sorry, I cut.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, they were saying de lambal nafuzu gal nazil kuluman white dead denka nuer dead denka shulu kuluman denka. So that was what they said. Utum atagumu minna but tamchi tasam nafuz gumenak. Otherwise utum mineda utum sawa. Tamchi the gasam nafuz gumenak. So it was like what happened. Let me remind you what made Equatorian to be to took that decision. Really, it was
it's okay. It's okay because we are not talking about Kokora. We are talking about, because you say the system of governance at that time, it was good under Abelalir, right? But now, it's massed up and it seemed to be like the issue that happening in Upper Nile. So from your word, you say it's Salva Kiir has something against Cholo, right? And that is where you think, no, Salva Kiir must go, right? Because I think he has something about Cholo. But as we came to learn, every tribe now, they are saying, I think Salva Kiir is against us, right? Because the war engulfed it from Western Bahr Ghazal up to Central Equatoria, and then it started from there in Jonglei, and then up to Upper Nile, right? So all these around, right? The war get engulfed, and there is few documents that showing that it's one of the agendas that let us keep the rest of the tribe busy, killing themselves, right? But we have to maintain peace in our land. You get what I'm saying? We will talk about it, but there is a danger documents that sometimes we deal with. Yeah. So you just need to continue when you were trying to say Salva Kiir has an agenda against Chollo.
So my point is just like when Salva Kiir said, I want to remind you whether you heard it or not. Salva Kiir, he made it really, President Kiir, he made it very clear that the problem of South Sudan is Denga and SPLM. And I was saying Denga was not a problem during the Abelalir. What happened is it was like Nilotic people or people, Denga and Nuera, they were grouped together. It was not a problem of Denga. And we need I am trying to, during liberation struggle and the John Grant maybe Denga was not a problem. That is why people managed to liberate that country. Denga was not a problem. Now, we need to come to the SPLM. SPLM is not a problem. The vision was very clear. We were in the bush, and that and on those based on we were having two documents in the SPLM. We were in the bush. One, there is a SPLA law. We call it uh, Kitab da Ganun into Sito Shirin Ganun. Ganun they allow people filing a squad of General Court Martial or GCM. That they separate. Manifesto is the one of explaining objective of the of the movement itself. So I am trying to say SPLM was okay. It was not a problem. Like Jeff Salpaki betrayed as a is the problem of South Sudan. It's not the SPLM. I am trying to tell the people of South Sudan. The fundamental problem of South Sudan is the president. Then too many political accommodation and political opportunities. He just accumulating them, or put them in the system without knowing the feeling of the others. Even those who work contributed very hard into the liberation of this country, they have been left out. So what happened? It is not. I am disputing. I am saying problem of South Sudan. It is not just it is not a pride. It is really a problem of leadership. Now let me tell you something here in Arabic. Pia libeno idashir kan pi mara pi nara pi rumbe. Mara da kan udiktora o kan shagal pi charges pi Sudan before. Document and I'm ready for. So I was one of the people who had been working on those documents. Muktub, that evaluation of the government of South Sudan performance from 2005 until 2011. She made a document or made an effort to evaluate the performance of the government of South Sudan from 2005 until 2011. Then the document, the form was over the country. They were sent. That was an assessment to evaluate what government had been doing since SPLA got in Juba from 2005 until 2007. Now, when the outcome, when the document came from the field to Juba, now it was the time I was involved. Even former governor, former governor of Dungule, called me Young Ju. Former Malo, then I occupied the data. Former deputy governor of Upper Nile state, deputy governor, deputy Simon Kunpoich, John Hebrew, and I occupied the form there. Now, outcome General Malum and Talaba, the evaluation dokulu. Talabin failed, especially report the Japi Bargazal, Marquess, like government. Government have been rejected by the people of Bargazal. So that evaluation, Banma raised Shabel outcome to a document that the government failed, Ajade was not revealed to the nation. Now, if Salva Kiir had wanted to rescue the nation, he could have, or he could have, considered outcome with a document that the government had been rejected, but he didn't want that identity to acknowledge or even to recognize there was something wrong. And I don't know whether majority of people, I don't know whether people of South Sudan are aware about that. And if you heard about it, it is good. But if you didn't know about it, we have to make inquiry so we find out. You inquire about it. Maradakan Victoria or Yakan Mirumbe. That is one. Government has been rejected before, long ago, 2011. Now, really to what happened, general issue, like what you have said regarding the land issue. Land issue now it become a general issue for the whole nation because it exists in the general, in the Greater Equatoria, It exists in a greater Bargazal. It exists in a greater Upper Nile. But the one of the greater Upper Nile had become more worse because the president himself, he hate people called Cholo. He does not want them. Now Cholo now in the government now, in his government. Now Cholo in his government. Those now from the SPLM, they never get any position. Because Silva is using his own signature to give out Cholo land. Now, any allegation Denga Padang is making, is doing or is making, that allegation can normally just go through Silva without objection. Now, let me tell you something. The kalam ta Sultan ta Kogo. The Alibeno Talatasha. Then Alibeno Talatasha. I'm Mutaka. Ano kunda mash mazol kudu wedding machi la kan ben mugata kogo mugata pechodo. So ma fu ta kogo ki dago wasi mu yorake. O ma fu ta mugata pechodo wasi mu jokino pedele. Jokino o yorake jimara kan pagaba mana. San ma jokino ja commissioner ta kodok ta pechodo o keja commissioner ta kok. Umgal okay. Here not another discussion between Chuluk, with Kodok, with Peshodo, Arakogo. And that initiative was promoted to Simon Kunposh. I was there. Then Simon Kunposh resolved to immediate Minister of the Security, Peter Tawalaya. Now, those elders issue was promoted to UN. UN Ogaloke quest. Nuna, there is new number elders that Shuluk. We need a number elders with a denga takoga. Now, Malomon workshop, but then the Jibu Melakan, Chanu Naga, you make a people Ben Nalakogo or Ben Naz with a Mugata Pashura Chanelo. Now, Sultan, Yao Melak Sultan Takoga, Walsimu Sule, Sultan de Sule. Paramount ship with a dengo takoga, the Walsimu Sule. Female meeting. Simon Kun Pochi or Yatenda guide. Now the peace between Akogo and Peshura County. Yama big Bekalum. Now, pure white. Minata Kogogal. Then where Yawadi Aradi with a Denka Le Shulu. Kun Poch Keta Palamda or discussion Mashi. Now, Sultan Dakogo, Aja Lokalomo, Aja Desert, P. Warga, Joshua Dow, Secretary General with the Jim Council Elders, San Makatabla, President Salva Kiir Bini, Malakal, David Denka. Lakin the adjustment should be made. Can Chuluk, your God, into Hak, they Hak of Izota Padang, Lakin Malakal Damagum. Chakal Kalam Azula Kalam 2013, Sultan Dakoga, Yao Kalam de. Lakin in different version. Let me say, what did he say? Ogan Zaman, San Makuna Rabena, cannot Fajizumo, Akokan does not exist. It was part and portion of Pechoda County, or of Kodok district, Gulu Market Kodok. Laranuna Benigi na Pishera Genil, Benigi na Nakuja Kodok. No God na, it's a job, job, Yakan Medina, the Aguma Gulgala Panubun, Walla Panubun. Nuna machine El Medina. Today she send tag nabag tag la low betag kulu shunu keda. Bay shilu galgadi nag maum kulu. They are kan wada as a man. Ogan utum yao utum kuma. Dona the gasum diona gadi gasum munas. Is the utum kuma is a shutu bini. Shuluk el gad manada the sheragenil. Aradum gad faguda aradum gad sakani piuda arad bitakogo. Kali shilu be arad de kulu to be part and partial of Akogo. Of Akogo County. Kali kun nazda mugata Akogo. Lakini ai tugata mtu mukuma the shilu nas bara min arad bitao utadi arad bitao le mugata tan utum dukuma nas gadi shal utum yona ta mushakil. Da haja sultan de kalam. Beni policy الحكومه قاعده تقدمه بشير اراضي تزول ويطرد برا. هو في رفاه بيني شرق النيل is the Jamada Bishu win it not another Sherganil Kuda Tako, Kali Yakun Tako, Bena Kulu. That was what Sultan said. Now it appears now that Jam Mushakalasa in Junuba Sudan, do Kuma Benopso, do Kuma, just to accommodate Sin. Dama Haga, the interest, but another, but sharp. And to me, Anajit identified Rais who are Yauzul, but Michel Yoga Shabak Nas to survive. So to me, Chan Salamiji, Pialanil, Padang should stop using President Salva Kiir, Jim Council of Elders, and your work of allegation and incitement of Gadi Amolo, the Chiluk with social media. This is one of the reasons, and this is one of the solutions. Then, Yedi Majal two communities, Denga Beta, Upper Nile, Mashuluk, let them initiate their own issue, let them discuss. And Madarin Aizul Karajalo Lanil. Those who are not from Upper Nile, they should not get involved. Like Conference Candidate Amolium Dak, Beni, Bakistan, Lokun Pinak. Then Rais should stop supporting Apadang military, financially, politically, directly or indirectly. You know, who Rais Kali work of Kalamda is a chupa yamdak na the kitan naive to all. They can get Labiat Konu Gidel Ayo Badri, Pipadam. Now, Chan Jamar Yak Lebuch and a shackle shuluk, okay, you can minister the petroleum or what? I shall lose a million of that Peter Manin million. Kasa Pitizali, but then Tamalay Tafadam, the Yaukalam. Geru Minimalay Tafadam, Kadogal, Guadamaya Bitrol, and the Dilusila. Yaunas, a gum shackle shuluk, Yaunas, Yau Barnamik, the sulfur. Then my job was at Barlama of Sudan. Then moved up the Rais direct. So, Shagana Menabul, he should not, support Padang military. Should look mind you financial income to support Nafuzum, Yanome Shakulum Ukuma. Shakala Piazza Dama, Benishuluk, Odenga. I never heard Benishuluk, Madenga Tapadang Shakulu young wife, my Shakulu. Min 2013 last my Shakulu. Lano, yet Silva is using organized forces against Cholo, taking Cholo land, giving it to Denga, and Padang is beating drum that the one fighting Chulu. Silva, Paul Menyang and Michael West, and made it very clear. Sanoman Majimerkan last year, Majiziara, God is the Kanma Kuma, Kanmagadur Shulu, Kanmagadur Shulu. That was correct. So this is the point now. We are trying to say, Majilata should look big different from the rest. It is different from the rest because it's directly involved. Madi tamani million that is liya bita Jabila Tani and Amurke the Pimeltan ili Pimelakan. Now Haja Tani, they are Jarana Benishu, who do the fight comes of Sitin. Don't do the Gabel de Lera is Benopso, big obstacle, low do that. Is there a demand with us? Is there a raise El Shab Itagabo? Shab were elected by the people. He's supposed to listen to what people want. Now, Shumala Lanil, Manatik Dashulu Marab then, few Bitru, few Haja Fogo. I had a few resources. My Shagal for Arab Garishilu. Odera Rajabos in Nishuluk, Yadila Denga. Is the other raise? They you want to control the nation. Rather Arab Garishilu, Shumala Lanil, Manatik Dashulu. He's not talking about it. Like he is concerned about learning in the Shuluk, Tenadila Denga. This is only his concern. So this is some of the issues I want to brief you. And again, recent visit Tutkaus and Mamaji Khartoum. We were saying Salva Kiir should stop bribing Shuluk officials to abandon their cause and join him. That is not the way. What we want justice. This is in terms of Cholo. For the people of South Sudan, people must be given chance to vote, to have to vote. And there must be a system. But what I had, like what I said before, our discussion now, the way it is, people of South Sudan, inside South Sudan and outside South Sudan, they're more united young people. They're more united than those one in the system. Now, those one in the system, in the parliaments, minority colleague regime, like the way we have been saying while we're in SPLA, minority colleague regime, the word describe the government of the North. This minority colleague regime, those of Lemoro, those of who and who and who, those of Turkey, we know them all. These are the people now who have a problem. They are the one giving wrong advice because they will not survive. If the system is changed, people like us, if you get in the system. So I would like to stop here and thank you very much for giving me this chance. As I said, I will continue contributing as long as you will continue operating. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah, and we really learn a lot, and I will give you the honor of calling you a veteran because you were there, you fight for South Sudan, but it's very unfortunate that you are disappointed now with what is going on. Actually, just let me remind our viewers and anyone want to come. Trust me, the Nine Nation Network, we try to be neutral, but also into some extent that to say the truth. And that is what I was been saying, giving an example earlier about my land, our land that is in Juba, that a general now don't want to give it to us after court twice give it to us, right? But he say he's going to appeal again for the third time. And he was asked, where are you going to get the document? He say he's going to bring them, right? So, and that is why I was thinking, okay, now every time we come to issue of Upper Nile, and then the issue of Malakal will take our everything, right? So that's why I was saying, and thank you so much, Brother Wilson, that you come in, because that is where we need to debate, right? And of course, you know, when somebody feeling like a pinch, right? He was cry out that Mr. X pinch me, right? I'm not trying to take a side here, but I want also people from Padang to come with their argue, give their proof, right? Because already we're going to be talking about the proof that we will show our people, right? Is the one that the division of 1951, right? So that is what we are all talking about it, right? Because that is where South Sudan was born, right? So in all the division of the ethnic and tribes or whatever, it was all there. But now we can see there is a lot of maps that I think it was, okay, first of all, how come we will make a map, right, on our own view, and we didn't include the people of the land, right? So that is what caused problem. So if there is maps out there, I will love, please show it to me. We will project it here and we will take a look into it, right? If there is something like that. So that's why those of us who stay in Malacca, sometimes, yes, we wonder, we say, okay, why this issue is up now? It never been there before. So what is going on, right? What is going on? And you make an analysis with the chaos that happening in South Sudan. I think Padang are the beneficiaries of this, right? Look, they have Abiy up there. They have now Ruwing and trying to get also something from Upper Nile here, their administrative area. That's why I was saying, is this the solution, my brother Wilson? Is it the solution that really we need to divide our land into pieces, okay? Till at the end of the day, we're going to divide it to small countries. Maybe it's going to be smaller than Rwanda and Burundi. That is what we want as South Sudanese, right? Or is good that we should live in harmony together like we were been living before. God give us a very good land, but I think the greedy now, we will not benefit from that land. And is the division, is that what is going to be used? So now, is it the land of Malakal or Makal? If it's not given to Apadang, that will make it as a scapegoat for them to say, okay, we need our administrative area now because we have issues there. is that will be the scapegoat, right? Because I think Malakal it's I don't know, maybe there is oil down there in Malakal, I'm not sure. So I know Pastor Reverend where is it? I think Pastor make a comment here. I just want to go to it. Anyway, Pastor, I saw your comment earlier, and of course, we are working to get the governor. Yeah, I don't know, maybe it's too early there for us to get him or something like that. But if for any reason, if governor didn't come, I'm looking forward maybe to end the show maybe at 10. Is 10:30 where I am. So I will end it at 10:30. But because my brother Wilson is here, you heard me, brother Wilson. Do you think people from Apadang, right? And I'm glad that you're from there. But the last time you say you're from north, like up north. But I think people in the south, they are fighting, so at least they can take Malakal and connect it to you guys up north there, so you have a good administrative area there. So is the division that will be the only way to go? My brother Wilson, please unmute yourself. Thank you for coming back.
All right, Mr. Paul, thank you for welcoming me, and I also thank the, are you guys hearing me?
Yes, yes.
And I thank your panel and your, I don't know why it took my suit out. Let me see.
We can hear you good. Oh, okay. Maybe let me mute myself. Maybe that is what giving you echo. I muted myself. You can go ahead now.
He dropped.
He's left, so he's coming back.
My brother, a coach, yeah, last time he told me that I have to learn how to pronounce the name right. I'm still learning. And I will get it good next. I hope you were watching us, and if we can just take it from here. We talk a lot now. When we come to the issue of Upper Nile, every time it's become the land issue, and especially in particular the city of Makal, right? So it seems to be city of Makal is the only problem now connecting the Apadang land, right? That they want to the administrative of it. But is it the way that really we need to divide our country into small pieces, right? And Jeremiah was saying, you guys in Apadang, you are the beneficiaries of the chaos that happening in South Sudan. You have a bay there, still is a Padang land or Dinkangok, right? I know that name was used now. And then you have Ruweng now, and now we are trying to get another land from Upper Nile. So what is it? Do we need to divide our land into that many pieces? Or really you guys have something like a real map that one day you're going to show it to everybody, and people will turn to Cholo people and will say, Cholo, you kill us, man. This is not your land. This, look at it. Look at all the proof. Why you cause us a problem, right? And somebody were telling me, hey, pal, you know, even Malakal is a county that compromises, no, including even Nasser is part of the Makal county. Anyway, I don't know. There is a lot of things now. I think Nasser has become a county of his own. Anyway, but my brother, a coach, I got it right. So, are we going to divide our state to small pieces, and later on it's going to be our countries? Do Apadang want to use, if they don't get Makal or Malakal, that will be a scapegoat for them to get their administrative area? Thank you for coming back, Wilson. But I give the chance now to Coach. And we are still working on the governor. Please, can somebody update me what is the status of the governor? If he's not coming, I will be happy to end the show at 10:30. Yeah, go ahead.
The governor. Before Coach go ahead, we have a little issue connection to a governor. We have to fix that later. So I think the governor is not going to come in today. Actually, he's watching. He's watching with us. He's seeing what we are doing, but he's not going to be in today. With the issues connection that we try, but it didn't work, the connection. So that's why. So go ahead.
Well, thank you, welcome for that update. And of course, I will say to our honorable Budhok, Ayang, Anei, I think it's a good thing also that he do. Maybe he doesn't know about Nile Nation Network that good, so it's good also for him to watch. But yes, the interview should go on today. Really, it's going to be all of us, and none of us will be in there. It will be only the question that was put on by the team, and then will be carried out. Sorry, Wilson. Okay, let me mute Wilson. There is, yeah. So it's good that the honorable Budhok, it's good for him to watch. But actually, there is a question that was prepared by the panel, by the team, and is only one person actually supposed to interview him. So I will tell you, our governor, if you are there, I think, and you're good to come in, it's going to be only one person dealing with you. All of us, we will get out and watch you answering the question that was put by the panelists. But if not, that is okay. Maybe I will try to end the show I will try by 10:30. Thank you for Brother Filmon coming in. So, my brother, welcome. You want to say something? Because I need to give a chance to Brother Cook.
Yes, Brother John M.I.E., go outside because your video doesn't let you in because your video is not opening. So go out and then come back. Thank you.
Okay. Let's be careful because how many people we are inviting in because the time is going to be very limited now. So my brother, Cook, Coach, you correct me again. Go ahead.
No problem. I will not correct you. You know, the pronunciation, if it goes in a different way, it's the same thing. You don't mean anything, you know. You just want to call my name, and I will not be mad at all, you know. Paul, thank you so much. Are you hearing me well, guys? Are you hearing me well? Okay, thank you. Yeah, you guys really, the brother who was the last, talking, he said a lot of things. Even I was not about to come, you know, because I'm in bed already. But the guy really said a lot of things. So what I can put here, maybe that's why you see William here, no Wilson. What I can say here, you know, we are all Junubin. Loyal bitaka chakolo pi bed, lo inda khamsa yalo da sita yalo. Ubege bishakolo pi na la manena zaman binukun wara beger wahjat ida. You know wala kana maya. Eta kan abu, you try to solve the problem, you know, or if you have a two wife, for example, you solve to solve the problem, and that is why the big board administration from Yao Yao came out because they were talking about, you know, homes alomu pi Jonglei state, and at the end, a small tribe to fight South Sudanese army. Then, you know, maybe the government think that okay, let them, you know, take this one, and now they are okay, you know. The same thing, unity state, as my brother put it. these Panaru, they were suffering in the hand of Unity State for a long time because they are a small Dinka tribe with this majority in Unity State. So they complaining even before, before after independence, they complain right away. And then they get their right, they give them. So come to Upper Dam, if this guy, the one who's talking it, will favor Upper Dam. No, it's opposite way. We were a victim of 2013 war, if you guys look to it. And that is why we are against anything coming back now without clarification. Because, as you put it before, Pap, where the war started, you heard our brother there in the studio, where the war started. The war started in Juba as a political war. It was not a Dinka mention or what. It was a political. These folk, they misunderstand themselves, and they miscalculate the war, and the war come out to Jongale, from Jongale to Upper Nile. How many people was being killed, even including Chiluk? They were being killed, by the IO before, because Wuling was a part of the government, But what happened? What led Wuling, when did Wuling took arm, So to make things separate, that is why we were so confused. We say, okay, Cholo now took arm against the Padang because of land issues. This way should be solved by, by the old mean, the communities, because we have a chiefs, we have elders. We don't need Nuer, or we don't need all of Padang for a deal of Malakala. Nina Madarini is all time. Ma chuluk indu not bataw, not kubarfi, mamatu. Fi, they know. Palatona while Zolal can dak, they are not English Kalaleo Beleda. Obadena document need to be column for document guiding El Khawaja de la Mulaja del Zaman, Leasa guiding. They are going to shoot up at our media, you matter, they representing all these maps, so you can take a look and see them. So we don't need war in Malakal about the land. If the land is belong to Shuluk, why not? They can go to, wherever they can go to the court, as the BL mentioned it, or even they can take it to the head and then bring the Khawaja Zaman Alamul Kharita fi Upper Nile. Then, and nas Balgo Hak Bataw. So my reason, there is no reason we can fight each other because of land in Malakal. And by the way, not all of Padang is fighting land in Malakal or in Upper Nile. It's only two sections. Plus, Shuluk, there are three. Two Denka section, two Padang section, plus Shuluk, and then bring Panaru there. They have a issues of the land too with Cholo. Those are, but look, Dinga but net piapa pirang hata pi malut umashed lagat, even in Kodok. I was in Kodok in 1985. And I'm kunda fi log but fi log but dongyola unina nakta bahar nanchi Kodok nanchi nibiu level unijiraji. So I know that place, but from Kodok, if you cross to Rom, if you went there and then come up to Malut, Mapi Shuluk guide Naki to Mahilla Barao Kai Shuluk. No, Malabatin Manat Pi Malut Malabatin, guiding Manaso, Pirang Mat Kalamu, like Mapi Muskalena, lay Muskala Malaka. So to me, this is a simple issues, and people took it, very seriously, to fight each other about land. But if they sit down at our they know themselves who the Munijawal, who the Munuliga Munina, they have all this tariff, Lakina Sulu, I don't blame them. I will make it short because the time is running.
No. I want you to express yourself, because what is happening, as you mentioned something about Rung, okay? In Rung, right, everybody is there. Maban, Cholo, Nuer, Dinka, they are there. But none of them, like none of the other tribe, are saying that even the people that I can have a doubt maybe Rung could be their land, people from Maban, they are not saying that this is our land, right? Because if Cholo opened their mouth or Nuer opened their mouth, Rung is our land, or Malut is our land, it will be exactly like the same issue that is happening in Malakal. right? But no one, those who are staying there, we have land in Rang. I'm telling you, my dad bought some land in Rang. We don't have any issues there, right? Because I'm not going to go there and say, okay, Rang is a pandi, Misa. So I know I'm there just because we are one citizen. My privileges is to buy land, like the same thing we buy land in Juba, right? So we buy land in Malakal. But I'm not gonna say, oh, this is my land. It was given to me. Look at the map of 1951. So that is why you will not see any issue there. But people are living there peacefully, no problem. Okay, so continue. I'm not trying to stop you, but I just want to point out, because no claim that will make this is my land. Yeah, that's why people are living there peacefully. They know who have the land in Rang area. Okay, go ahead. Yep.
Okay, to make it short and clear so I can let others talk, you know, the Shuluk community, they are the one who make this one complicated by Wulong, and Wulong said, why? Because you cannot take the land by the gun. You know, for example, the home child gun, like Wulong child gun, amul mobilization, le Shulukulu, gun let that fight for this. Okay, what will be the aim? So the problem Kulu, our Chala, whom they try to fight and take the gun by force, but they will not win, because Nina Junubin are queen Nufusa, we are a warrior, all of us. Lo Dinka, Lo Chilo, they will win unless they sit on the table and then they drag this issue, because everybody know his border. Like someone gal gibel gal maban, they are a part of gal malud dahagut. Yet as all of calibrate of tar malud wen maban wen. Ya jamaa na ita lo ita nuer baidi na mata ji tamuli na ya na mata zid al mushkila mata zidu lama tukul kida da ya akhi hatta al chuluk fi malut asada hum hakikatan lo mashe fi malut chuluk yaw gadin fi tarabal bahr mahala tamam yubta downtown da ya kan chuluk gad fوق ina kullu lakin lama tikalam zaida asada yani da chuluk yasal, you know. Achan kida na kale anaguta yomata khale platform na ikun bita peace, lakin ita lo jip zol marak dari hotel fire more in it, is better to mute him or take him out like Edward Biamolo or Zolatan, you know. But I'm not saying take me out because I did not think, but so brother,
yeah, I'm not gonna take you out as not you're not saying that, hey, we're gonna take the guns and kill you and wipe you out. I'm not gonna take you out, because this is the healthy debate. So we need to really put the reality, the truth out there. But as soon as you start saying, oh, I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna like really become a real threat, yes, for sure, we will kick you out by all means, or we will close the show for good. But just here, we want to make sure that we understand what is the issue. So yeah, no one we are kicking out, as long we keep our discipline. We don't denounce any killing of other or incite any killing of other. But we can talk hot, right? Because the issue of land is a problem, and that is what killing us. Like even sometime I would say, guys, why don't you just we live in Upper Nile with nobody that will claim this is my land, this is your land, this is just let us live one big family happy with all these 5 of his children, right? So as long as we can buy land in Makal or Malakal, and you can go up to Rung and buy land, you can go to Nasser buy land, right? You can go to Atar buy land, no one will kick you out. So what is the problem? You see, it seems like we just like killing each other. We try to create chaos, and the world is going. The world is going. We are not enjoying. Like this generation, I'm afraid we're going to finish also in war. We never enjoy our life, while people know the real meaning of life now, and they are enjoying it. When 2 are fighting, somebody will come and say, no, guys, don't do it, right? Because the life is still good. So yeah, if you finish there, I'm going to give a chance to Wilson.
Yeah, let me finish this. I did not end it. You know, I will not talk again too much. The solution for Upper Nile State, that I see when the governor speak last week, we claim at our administration, because I said it up first, you know, low inter in the gyal name bichakolo lelo nahar akilla ita baksim akilla. So lo gasamu junub wala gasamu Upper Nile that le three administration is not bad. You will choose to go to sit in Malacca or come to run, but those people, they will have a border, so nobody will claim somebody plays animal. Lo mabanza mujal maban al warana da bugulu gibila sagay or masagay, they have to have their administration if they want. If they feel that we are not treating them in Malut or Rang very good, then let them have their own administration. It's not bad, and it's coming, because if the governor can talk in two mouths, you know, you have to take a courage. Either resign, like Edward said, or say something truly. Be with Chiluk, okay, be with Chiluk. Be with the government or be with the Denga, be with them. But you cannot share two things which is not clear to the citizen of Upper Nile. This is a fueling of the war, and it looked to me, this one, it will not get nowhere. So the solution, let us give out our own limit. Ask him Upper Nile to 3. So I usually got female period. Lo khalat begin our almam again after 10 years or how many years we will come together. Otherwise it will not work. Or bring the map, like everybody has a map, and then let the Cholo community and the Dinka community sit down. Not every Dinka or not every Padang will be there. They will be there by themselves because they know them. Period. And everything will be quiet, my brother. So there is no headache. Mabukun fi headache lena, mabukun fi headache let. Lo big of Tashuluk, ala nusalan, lo big look. Lo ita anama arbinta bitkalam zay ita mam masjid fi Upper Nile la fed and melat del kulu. Fi denka gat fi melat Tashuluk. Am tig min you know min indum talat mudun kubar. Fi denka gat fogo. Am chile nuer. Fi denka gat nak le ne ma gat min melatu. Te blame barang na malian bechuluk. Te maluk fi shuluk. You know, masjid le palut maluk fi shuluk. Fi maban ma fi zol baktulum. Table nina magarin melatu rabbana yau habana adona oil wala dana shulu wala dana zara mindu, you know. So kalamda you cool peaceful, we let that understand. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good that you express yourself. This is how you feel, which is good, and people have to understand. Yani ana ma darinu yakun zay nagash bayna maak. But I know that I think in all South Sudan, I think people are welcome to go and live. If is a denka masaknin fi manatik bita shuluk, or masaknin fi manatik bita nuer, or manatik bita maban, I think them can haja yani khali akhwana padang. You check maybe huma madarin you go to manas, right? And that is why we can see yani okay divide the land, right? Lakin lokan firu nagon manas kulana. Mafia haja bamnag unless ilo mahala de tanin mafia businesses quiz, right? So then we better stay here, right? Lakin lo fi haja bajibak fi mahal bita manatik tanas tanin and then yala masha taradok aywa, we will say okay, look, this is what happened, because that is what happened to Uloingal Georgia Thor. He started killing us in Atar and asking us to move out of Atar. That's why I took the guns after him, right? So anyway, I'm not gonna be arguing here because otherwise I will miss my points here. But my brother Wilson, you can come and admit yourself and please give us your view. And after that, my brother or Mr. Philemon Tom Dawood will come also and also express himself.
All right. Thank you again. I am sorry. I don't know what happened. They cut me off, whether a network or something wrong. First of all, we were not supposed to come today because we got one person pass away in New York. So that's why Jiang Fadang did not went to the media today. But since they were discussing against Jiang Fadang, that compelled us to come and join and to respond some of the accusation. And that's why I'm here.
Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. My condolence to all Jiang Fadang.
Yeah. So Going back to the topic, I heard you guys been talking a lot. Accusation against the Jiang Padang. One of them I wrote the comment before, you read it already. I say, Mr. Pell, please do not take a side, because there was a question that you asked, girl, there is no map that show the Malakalis belong to Jiang Padang. But you did not even say also there is no map show Malakal is belong to Shuluk or not. And that's why I write that you're taking side. You should have to come clear both sides. And remember, last time I say, if we discuss as the party supporters, the Upper Nile will never go nowhere, because I know so many of you are SPLM-IO, and some of you are Agweleks. And Agwelek and IO, they have allies. That's why the governor brought from Shuluk. So if you, and there is no neutral here. And that's why the Jiang Padang now is not surprised. The appointment of Budhok, because we see the interview of Comrade Budhok, he say, I am the Wulong and Wulong is me. And this is a big mistake by the IO, because if IO know that Agulek rebel because of the land, they should have to bring somebody, IO from a Maban tribe or a Nuer. That's what the Riek Machar should do. Because when you want to make a peace, you need somebody neutral. Now we see suddenly the interview of the president, I mean of the governor recently. He's taking side of his tribe. He's not talking now as a governor of the old 5 tribe. If you listen to his recent interview, that's what happened to us. Now, there are maps, and you are aware that Upper Nile, during the British colonials, there were 23 districts. Within 23 districts, Upper Nile have a 9 district within it. So there is a very clear map, and there is very clear who is who and who were there and who was not there. Unless we just want to create a new history. Now, I was happy if the governor would come today, because governor is already take a side with his own tribe, which is not going to bring a peace. Another, my brother say that Padang, they are benefit of this war because they have been given administration. Ya Jama, we are all Afro-Nilian people. We should have to know the reason why. The reason 91, we were victim of the 91 Jiang Padang. The Balyet of today were destroyed. And the Pariang of the Unity State were destroyed, 1991. And again, 2013, the all people of Pariang and Vietnam who were working in Pentu, they were all dead. Those who were in oil field, they were all dead. It is a matter of security. We cannot be killed because something happened in Juba and our own brothers just come and take advantage of the Dinka who are here because of the Dinka. So put in mind, Jiang Padang is requesting the administrative because of security concern. When a country was divided in 32 states, this was the first time we get set. We were set from 2005 up to 2019. Jiang Padang is set because we were holding all these 5 tribes. And if there are people who love that Upper Nile, and if there are people who unite that Upper Nile, it is Jiang Padang. And none of you cannot tell me today there is the Denga in the bed, if you win, if Barashuluk, and the reason we don't go to people place, because we know them who they are. It is people come to us and we don't reject people. Now, if we become a victim of those wars, why not? We have a right to say we want to be living alone as a community that who are targeted. Like now, 4 tribes are gang up against the Padang. And one of them, you see 2014, we were killed in Balyet. Up to now, there is nobody in Balyet. Up to now, there is nobody in Atar, nobody in Korflus. There is nobody. These are the Jiang Padang land. Some of them are occupied by Wulong. And Chuluk themselves, they are not condemning who started the war between Chuluk and Padang. It is Chuluk who killed the sheep first in 209. That's how the war started, before the war in 209 in Malakal or 2010, when President Kiir and President Bashir. So, in this case, you cannot blame Padang to get away to have your own administrative, because Ulony himself, 2015, took Baburat Becharakuma with all ammunition and used them again in Padang, all the way to Maluk. Was that Padang taking the against Chuluk? No. And for my brother who was spoken before, I don't know his name, Jeremiah, you say Padang has been armed. Jama, stop false accusation. If we were armed 80 million, what will prevent us to rebel? Because Wulong is the one who armed by the Jalaba. You, the Chuluk, have ammunition more than Jeng Padang or more than Nuer. Because you were with Bashir, and then Bashir gone, you still been arming. You say you don't have resource. Wulong now is given Wunku of the Jeng Padang, which is in Pariang, to Jalaba. There is a contract there now going on because there are some mineral found in that place. This is what Wulong is using to arm the Shuluk. So, in accusation to say, oh, Jeng Padang has been armed, we were being attacked by our neighbors. If there is a way we can get armed, why not? We have to arm ourselves. So we have a right to the self-defense.
Let me, Wilson, what I'm trying to say, I was about to say 2 points. One is about the governor. I remember also governor was saying, my grandma is from Akoka or from Adungjol. And he felt like, yes, he will bring peace in Malakal. That is what he said, because his grandma is from there. And I understand that, who have my grandmas from different tribe of South Sudan, I felt also, yes, I shouldn't be in war with those people. He say that. And the comment when he say, yes, Ulong is me and I am Ulong, I don't mean that. I don't think that is because the question was kind of tricky a little bit. It seemed like he's going to go to Malakal and start creating enemies with Ulong and fighting him. So there is no reason for me to fight Ulong because I am Ulong, but not in a sense that I'm going to come and try to do what Ulong was said when he was the way. Yeah. So
Mr. Pell, that is your interpretation, because you can interpret it in your own way. But the reason he say I am a Wulong and Wulong is me, because the agenda they rebel against the Padang, they were rebel against the Padang. That's the period. That's the reality. So he is a Wulong to do the Wulong mission if Wulong is not there. So that is the fact. We cannot turn it around. Now, let me finish my administration. We asked it. Ruling as administration even before 2013 happened. The people of Ruling, because the reason I am bringing Ruling, you guys mentioned before, Padang is getting advantage. Of course, we were we were being marginalized and victimized by our own people that we see they are brother. And that is one of the reasons. Even as we speak, whether there is a Malakal issue or no Malakal issue, we will still ask our two administration. The only solution for the Malakal and all these land issue is to go back to the 9th district of 1920 to 1956, whom they are claiming. 1956, it is very clear that Shuluk were in Kodok. That's what the Shuluk district. And the Malakal they are claimed now, it was a headquarter of the Sobat district. So there is no, that's why the Jing Padang are saying we got to go to court. There is no war about this. if Wulong does not rush in and take war against Padang, we would have to be discussing it. But now they are not condemning Wulong issue. They are not saying anything, and they want to blame Jing Padang. So, my brothers and sisters from Upper Nile, Jing Padang is tired for you guys. Shuluk kill us, Nuer kill us twice. We never go back to revenge them. It is we who become victimized. So where in the world that you will stay with a person that who always kill you? No. We are in the 21st century. Even your own son say, Daddy, no, I want to move away. I am going to live in another city. They will go. Now, in case of Malakal, that Malakal town, and a lot of South Sudanese have been brainwashed even far away to Equatoria, comparing the case of Malakal to Juba City, to what happened in Wow. These are wrong comparison. You've been in Rang, no Nasbita with the corner, when and name another Rang, and then now if within the corner, they will come say Rang is a headquarter. Would that make sense? Not Bitabor town, because in some other area of the Nilotic places, the reapers, especially the Jingpadang, consider river as a natural border with Chiluk. From Tunja all the way to Wascona.
It's not going to happen, my friend.
No, yeah, let me say it's not going to happen, but that's what we
yeah.
know. Yeah.
Let him wrap up his point there. So I need to give also the other people chances. Yeah, go ahead, finish up, my brother, Mr. Wilson. Yeah.
These are the facts. If it's not going to be happen, we will see how it's going to end up. We rather to have a solution of 9 districts where we will have a clear map done by British, who was there and who was not there. That's the only solution for Upper Nile. Again, there is no Dinka in places. Like I say, we the Padang are the unity and the peace of that Upper Nile, because people come and live with us and we allow them to do what they want to do, but we don't go to people's place. These are the facts. So nothing will affect us. If we move away, it is people who used to benefit from us will be affected, not us. Because we don't need another third-time victim, either by the Nuer or by Shuluk. When we have our own administration, we will have our security set up, and then we will not have enemy within in. Like what happened in Rang town, it was enemy in want to capture. What happened in Malakal town, it was enemy within in who live with us. And fighting in the middle of children, we don't want to accept it again, because we don't stay in people's land. People come to stay in our land. So it's a point clear that we will break away from Upper Nile if this case is not going to be handled. Very good, because this case of Malakal, it is a land dispute between 2 tribes. It's nothing to be compared with. You cannot have Makal in Baratani and then you claim the other East Bank to be your capital. It's not going to be happen. That's the facts. And thank you.
Thank you. We will leave it there. I know it's a hot topic. I hope our leader will.
One more thing. I don't know. There was a map that you request. Did anybody send you a map, Mr. Wall? So you can show the map exactly now.
No, I
we will leave it there. We will leave it for another day, because I need to. But I need to have that map. That is good to have, right? Yeah, and other resources, the map that we can take a look into it and things like that, because I saw there is a lot of map there, and I just sometimes I have the issue with the authentication of those maps. So I know, Uto, you want to say something, but let me welcome Mr. Filmon. Because I know I think I feel like I lied. I say we're gonna end the show at 10:30, but I think it's gonna go up to 11 now. So Mr. Filmon, please, you heard us. And the last question that we were asking is dividing the state into small administrative area, or you call it states, that will be the solution. And where the issue of Malakal or Makal is going to lie, right? Because it seems to be every time we run around, we come to Makal, Malakal, which is, I think, is going to cause us a big headache in Upper Nile. So what is your take on that, Philemon? Unmute yourself, sir.
Let me.
Okay, I did. Okay, I did already. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to thank you for giving me chance, and also would like to greet all the members of the Nine Nation Network for bringing this show to all of us. I already gone to bed, you know, because it's here in Eastern Canada. It is almost 2 o'clock now, but I've been waiting for the governor to speak. Then I thought I might jump in later on to have some, you know, intake on whatever he's going to say. But he's not in, but we have to, you know, discuss issues that concern all of us in Upper Nile state. Let me begin by correcting some of the narratives that put by some people here. Before I go to your the topics about peace in Upper Nile, one of the things that I want to correct here, some of my colleagues, my brothers in Padang, in Pacific, Padang leaders like Wilson, they are victims of the books that was written by C.A. Wills. That book was written in 1931. And they're not reading the books about the immigration of the people from the north towards south, and the you know 1907, 1917, and 1921 journals that was written by Sudan North. They're not reading that books and making comparisons, and that is what I described. They have been victimized by the ideas of one person, and that is the problem of what is happening now in Upper Nile State. When we do the research and when we have to compare all the notes and books that was written, because 1931, I believe, is recently. It's not the books that written in 1917 and the notes that was written, Sudan notes that was written in a journal in 1921 or volume 39. So those are the things that we need to look at it critical. And the second thing I also want to correct here is the statement of the governor of Upper Nile. When the governor says that he's Uleng and Uleng is him, he wants to tell the people of Upper Nile and speculation, the negative speculation that was done by some of the people that the war might be start between him and Uleng when he was appointed. That was the statement that you want to tell people that there is no difference between Ayo and him, or Aguleng and all of them. They are one. They are working for peace in Upper Nile, and all of them, they can share the values that they want for better Upper Nile. So therefore, those who are saying that, like Wilson saying that, you know, he's going to implement the agenda of Shuluk, I think they are liars. And these are the people that, you know, anti-peace in Upper Nile, and we need to correct them, and we need to put them in notice that
You don't need to call the whole community a liar. Whole tribe cannot be a liar.
I'm saying you, not community. I'm saying you are a liar.
I am a voice of the community.
You have to be patient because you have spoken, and I want to speak because some of the things I want to correct it here. You've been running and making lies. It's not going to help Upper Nile to have peace. The second thing I want to correct here also is about the ideas of administrative area. I spoken numerous of time about the administrative area in Padang, or particularly in Northern Upper Nile. So how they're gonna, you know, have administrative area when there is a Jalagmaban in Southern Rang, unless they will have what American call is a gerrymandering map that they can take, you know, some of the land from Maban and take it to them, and then they will have an administrative area. That is maybe something that they're going to do. And it is not going to happen because, you know, in Northern Upper Nile, all of us, we've been living in peaceful coexistence for a long time. We need, you know, to create an environment that all of us, we can benefit from our land. And that is one thing also I want to correct here. And the last correction that I want to make also, some of them say that Maban is a small tribe. Who told you that Maban is a small tribe? What statistic and what census that has been done that Maban is a small tribe? This mentality need to be corrected, because if you go back to the history, read the north of Sudan, you know, from Pagak to Sinar, those areas is full of Maban. And simply because we have been divided by two countries, that's why you're saying that Maban is a small tribe. So these ideas need to end it also there. So let me come back to ideas of peace in Upper Nile State. You know, I think what we need to cultivate here as the citizen of Upper Nile is the ideas of we can working collectively to address the needs of peace in our land. Okay, being a tribe, it doesn't matter. You can be a tribe, but if you are a tribe and your children are not going to school, what that it tells to you. Okay, being a tribe, protectionism, and want to cultivate the spirit of, you know, being isolated from other rest of the other communities. What does that mean to you? Okay, so this time, in my own ideas, we need to look at the bigger picture. The governor is there, and all of us, the people that are living in the Western world, we need to aid our government in the state, and then the issues of land will be addressed because it is in the chapter, one of the chapter of the peace agreement. It is something that needs to be addressed through the judiciary system. But the needs now for us in Upper Nile, we need to stand together and make sure that our people should feel the stability in our state so that they can cultivate the spirit of unity within our people. Land issue is all over South Sudan. It's not only in Malakal. But if the group of Padang in Upper Nile threaten the peace, they don't want to live with their brothers together, I think it is not going to help them. Okay, it's not going to help them, because majority of the people, we like to have peace. We like to reconcile. We want to have a better life in Upper Nile. We need to bring the development that we want for our state so that we can compete with the rest of other states. That is the interest that behind. Yes, we destroyed ourselves. Yes, we, you know, segregated ourselves. But for all these things, all of us, we didn't get anything, you know. There is no any benefit that we get from all these things. Yes, we can give them, they can live alone as a Dinka. I'm sure, 100% sure they're going to fight themselves, because the issue of domination is not only tribes, even in the family level. So if the father and mother is not careful, there will be children that can, you know, try to dominate their own brothers, their own siblings. So the issue of domination should not be the reason that the Padang group saying that, oh, we want administrative area. That is not, you know, a mindset that can help even within the family. It cannot create the harmony within their families. Okay, these are the things that, you know, I would like our brothers, you know, in Padang, particularly those who are living in Western world, they are behaving like they are still in the villages. They should be the, you know, the foundation of knowledge to their people back home. But what we are seeing now, they become the reason for chaotic situation in our state. And this is the problem that I see. I don't have any problems. If you feel that you are not, you know, considered by the authorities, there is a way that we can settle that. But the way they are running their media, they're running their media inside division within our tribes. And that is the problem I see in our brothers, Padang group, particularly those who are living in you know, Upper Nile State.
Let's not forget that
so,
you, Maban, are fighting yourself. Don't blame some. We cannot
okay,
fight ourselves. It is you.
no, I'm coming to that, because I'm coming to that.
Sorry,
Wilson,
You don't
Wilson,
have to interrupt.
Wilson.
yeah,
You don't need to interrupt. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you can take him out. You need to respect other people.
it's okay. It's okay.
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 Yes,
Thank
it's
you.
fine.
Yeah,
It's
you can
fine
make
because
your propaganda, but you have to
No,
listen. To me.
okay. William,
let me.
I will take it from here. Please, Philemon.
Yes, you know, I'm saying this because you cannot achieve development when we are living in a fragmented society. We cannot achieve anything, whether you can live in isolation, whether you want to live alone, still you cannot get anything that you are fighting for. What we need in Upper Nile now is peace, development, and bringing our society together, and we can weld them so that they can benefit from their resources. And I'm glad that the governor is now coming to Melekau, and they are going to lay the foundation, even though there is a difficulties that can stand their way. But it needs all of us, the intellectual, in diaspora. We need to have one word, the word that encourage our people to forget about the past, because past cannot allow you to achieve anything. We need to learn from the past and act now and secure future. And that is what we want to do as the sons and daughters of Upper Nile State. But let me come to what Wilson is saying. I know Wilson being the driver of division in Upper Nile. He been aiding people with the wrong ideas. I'm not saying all the Padang. I'm saying Wilson, as a chairman of Padang, is the wrong guy who's aiding people with the wrong information.
Yeah.
And that is one thing.
Brother Philemon, because we don't want to open that door because I don't want you guys to start attacking each other. Frankly speaking, I need to get to know you guys. I don't know you, but
I apologize for that.
Yeah,
Okay,
we don't need to do that because there is a lot of other media platforms that maybe people attacking each other. But that is what we want. You put the logic, you put your argue there. He put his his logic and his argue there. And you know what? All this what we are doing, I hope the normal civilian of Upper Nile or South Sudan, they will have something to take, right? And they will make their own decision, right?
Okay.
That is the beauty of what we are doing. Yeah. So leave.
I apologize.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
I apologize.
Go ahead.
What I'm trying to say here,
Yeah.
I'm trying to say is, you see, the problem in Upper Nile now is, going to other places. Maban is a peaceful place. So as we speak, because of the instability and incitement within the tribal organization to make sure that the other tribes has to fight themselves. That's what exactly happened in Maban now. We are unable to control the situation in Maban because of the external influence within our people. Okay? Particular, some of the group, he knows very well that some of the group now in Boontown, they came with a weapon. And the weapon, that they give, it is a weapon with a, Guat Difa with a patrol, which is the Stephen Dew. Okay? And run by one guy called John, he knows, from Dinka Biliet. Is the one who are inciting our civilian to fight themselves and fight Ayo in the cantonment areas. If he doesn't know this, he has to know from now. And that is why we are saying that don't incite other tribes to fight. If you need administrative areas, there is a way that you can come up with the logic and then convince the government of Upper Nile so that you can have your own administrative areas. But I'm saying that we've been integrated for a long time. What we need now is, coming together in unity of purpose, okay, and bringing all our tribes together to make sure that development has to happen. Because if we continue fighting ourselves, if we continue bringing all this chaos in our state, who cares? We can remain like that, and our resources will be utilized by other people while our people are suffering, and the resources will be taken out from Upper Nile and will develop other states, and while we are still fighting as the citizen. So we need to avoid that. And also there is something very important that you mentioned earlier when you said that look at rank. I think people in Rang are very civilized. When you look at the way our people are living in Rang, and if you go to Rang now, you see all the tribes are there. Nobody's saying that, oh, you are a Maban, you don't have to be here. Even our high school, when the Buny was destroyed in the First Civil War, Maban High School has been built until now. It's in Rang, but it's still in the name of Maban. So that is the culture we want to invent, in particular in Melakal, so that we can be able to bring our tribes together to understand that being a tribe, nobody can change you. Okay, but what we can change is we have to make sure that our children get the schools, all of us get the medicals and health, and make development that our citizens can enjoy the life in their own state. That is what we are looking to happen. But if some people grouping up from Ruang State, from Upper Nile, and then from other places like Abia, they are teaming up for the reason that they want to have a different administrative areas, I think it's not going to happen, and it is not going to help them. And that is the reason that I'm saying that we have to stop inciting the violence. Let's work with the governor to make sure that peace has to return in our state. In that way, our children and generation to come, they will benefit from our work today. And I will end my argument here.
Thank you so much, brother Filmon. You know what? I'm glad that William was telling us the governor is watching, and it will be up to him to join us in the future. But I know I don't know what to say. This is the second attempt to get him. But because he's our leader, that's why we want to hear a few things from him. But it's very unfortunate that he couldn't make it. But I know the time is now it's like 3 minutes to 11 here. I would like to end up here, so we should meet again.
Can I just say something?
Yes, I will give you a chance.
Yeah.
So maybe
I shouldn't ask in a way. So.
No. It's good because I have it in my mind. You guys will been so quiet since then. Otto and William, I will give you guys maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and when William finish there, I think I would like to say that you guys will have a good night. But let us hear from Brother Otto and William, maybe just their few remarks in maybe 3 minutes. The rest I give you guys open time till you finish what you have. But sorry for Otto and William. I will give you maybe 3 minutes each, please, and then we can end it up there. Otto. And please, as we talk, we don't need to attack each other. We need to find a way out, really, to come out of this mess. Me, I need to have a good life. Okay, Brother Otto.
Thank you. Well, and thank you, the panel. I think really we need people to come here. Let we negotiate and bring peace to Upper Nile.
Although I hope it could come. I hope it could come from Parliament to give 1 minute and Willison 1 minute and then Jeremiah 1 minute and then after that, so he will close it himself then. Otherwise, everybody's
no, because I know we're gonna be revolving the same issues.
To go back to put 1 minute later is going to be taking us to another half an hour.
No, because I think what I said, I'm gonna end it here because that's why I just 2 minutes, and that will be it. And I would love to see you guys in a different day, in another day, because if I try to give 1 minute, trust me, it's gonna take us another 1 hour. So yeah.
So we mean Jeremiah and Wilson, they are not no more. So you guys got your chance already. Thank you.
We listen to them. It's up to them to be here to listen to, right? Yeah. So it just I just try to let us refrain ourselves from attacking each other. That will be a good thing. So just we wanted to keep it as a healthy debate all the time. So go ahead, Otto.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think we need each other, especially 5 tribes in South and Upper Nile. Let them come here and talk. Because when you talk about the peace doesn't come from your mind, come from your heart. If you don't have something bad in your heart, you can bring the peace. But if you have it, forget it. What I'm trying to say is I'm not going to go over all what has been said. Our brothers, Upper Down, brother, sister, in Upper Down, they're claiming no peace will come to Upper Nile unless they have to be separate from others because they get killed and they're victimized. If that's the case, why should you just give the chance for those who want to protect all Upper Niles? Because not all of them they want to kill. There's some they want to kill, but there's some they don't want to kill. So peace, we will bring it. And protection will come also, because if someone coming today with a clean heart, it will protect Upper Down, it will protect Koma, it will protect Nuer, it will protect Shuluk, and it will protect everybody in Upper Nile. So we are looking for somebody like that. Those who are afraid they're going to be victimized, no any chance to be victimized again, because you guys, you didn't do anything bad. The only problem we have is the government in Juba. In General Salva Kiir is the one who doing all of this. And also, when you talk about there's Shuluk in Molut, in Rang, and in other area of Upper Dam, it's true we were like that before. But who chased them away? Those who get mobilized by Salva Kiir is the one who doing bad thing. And I also, don't forget, you are not in Shuluk land because you know what you did in Malakal. How many Shuluk leaders, church leaders, general in Hukuma, they have been murdered? So those things was done by a group of Upper Down, and they're claiming it has Upper Down all. But we are not looking for that. You know why you are afraid to go to Shuluk land? Because you did something bad. And you are afraid to be revenged, but it's not going to happen. Anyway, what we are looking for now, we need peace in Upper Nile. We don't need any administrative area. And we know this plan. The plan was set up for a long time ago. Administrative area now, in future, is going to be state. Because there is a plan to dominate everything in constituency way. Like you have a right, or by majority, to be blessed by the government of Southern Sudan. But those things is not going to happen, my friend, because you know what's going on now? We know everything. If we are going to divide by administrative area, like the way you are saying now, and we heard last time from what his name called Dr. Ramadan Chan, he's saying they need 2 administrative area in Upper Nile state. One is called Central Upper Nile Administrative Area and Northern Upper Nile Administrative Area. We know all of this plan. It's not going in the way you are thinking. We need to know exactly why you need administrative area and where you want your administrative area to be put. If you need a coca, yeah, we can get we can build the wall, like the front thing. In people, they can be like isolated, and from there, don't get out from that wall to other people and stay inside a cover. And this is what really is going to hurt you at the end of the day, because not people of Akoko like your idea, and not people of Upper Down like your idea. I know Upper Down is a political name. We didn't hear about it before when we were in high school in Upper Nile. We know there is something called Denka of Anil. Denka of Anil, ده معروف. لكن Upper Down ما كان موجود. لكن هسه Upper Down
No, they were there. Maybe you didn't hear it, but they were there.
We were in high school,
sometimes there is different word used like ngog or
Yes,
upper
yes.
down, things like that.
Was a
Yeah, but
mob,
they
was
were
a
there.
mob.
But they were
That's
there.
all what we know.
So
But
yeah,
now this one has become like a political name,
yeah,
you know, to dominate and take the land grabbing. So
yeah,
anyway, for all we need peace in Upper Nile. How
yeah.
we
So
going to bring peace? Let me negotiate and let me come together and thank you.
thank you so much, Mr. Uto. Sorry, I don't mean to give you less time, but because we talk a lot, and I think it's a time for us to wrap up. I think I will give Mr. William Goldid also his chance here. Please, also, if you can summarize it within 3 minutes, that will be good. Thank you so much. You can come in.
Thank you. I think it would be unfair just to take 2 minutes or something like that. You know, I'm here. So, what I want to say it here is what Wilson said, and I'm hoping he's listening. When people talk about peace, is a serious things because there are people who die because of the peace. And to honor the people who died, we must implement the peace agreement. You can learn it from the World War II or World War II and even Rwanda. When people write the ideas how to stop the war, there must be an agreement. And that is a social contracts. And when the gun is silent, that means we reach an agreement and we have to implement it. And that's why you see in Europe today, when the war ended, what has been documented, it become the rule of the law today. Now, Wilson is saying, Ubudok, I made a mistake by appointing Ubudok because Ubudok is just said, I am Olon is me. Well, Wilson, what I want to say, to educate you a little bit, it doesn't mean that he mean to be like Olon. He mean he is just like you, the people who are calling for peace. Because we give too much of our life for that peace. So anybody who believe in that peace is like Ubudok, is like Olon, is like Riak, is like myself, is like you, if you are for the peace. To remind ourselves why Southern Sudan is at war with itself today, because we didn't honor the CPA. And that is our problem. If the peace CA was implemented in a good spirit, ما كان في حرب في جنوب السودان اليوم. So Ubudok is saying the same thing. I am Olon, I'm Riak, I am the relative of those million who died or those thousand who died, because I'm going to work for the peace. And now because he's saying the truth, he's becoming an enemy again. That is another threat Wilson is doing now to his own government because he speaks the truth, which is not good. Just for clarification, that he's saying he's Olon because he's for peace. If we all for the peace, we are Olon. If even Salva Kiir is for peace, we are Salva Kiir. I think that is what is very important here. The other thing, I will be quick because Pal, give me 3 minutes. Thank you, Pal, for being patient. Other thing, we have too much illegal map. Too much. And everybody can bring the book. My father, I can say my father wrote a book. Or my father told me the story that the land is for us. And then now I can convene another Southern Sudanese to go and fight and die because my father wrote a book. That is unacceptable. We have peace agreement being recognized by African Union, IGAD, Troika, and United Nations. So we have to respect that. Only one document. So any map that we have should be thrown into the garbage. And we should not give our ears to listen to those illegal allegations or illegal map. 1st January 1956 is what we all died for. For anybody who is opposing that, that person is still at war. It's not yet for peace. We have to be clear about that. But if we know we have buried too many people, it is time for us to stick on that paper and support the governors all over the 10 states in South Sudan to do their work. Another thing, this illegal request or litigation should end. And governor was very clear. Any relocation of any piece of land, it have to start from the ground. Now, we are now trying to demonize him because he is speaking the truth. The people from the grassroots, they are the one who said, and then it goes up to the executive body. But no, it have to come from up. Or why the government is speaking that way, he's disappointing Salva Kiir, because Salva Kiir said before, I was so happy when Olin was replaced with Budhok, and then I ran right away to the Council of the Ministers. But now Budhok is coming talking that anything should come from the grassroots to the top. A Padang here, not a Padang all. Those are Wilson. They say, no, he's not a good man. He should go. And I know they will preach that language. So any relocation, it have to start with the people of the land, as the governors say that. Lastly, thank you, Pal. Lastly, I will say, Apadang keeps saying Tonawai was killed, and that is the reason. But I'm saying, let us just look in terms of legality. If I injured somebody and I reacted, there is a reason for my reaction. Tonawai was not killed before the coordinated attack on Anagdiar and Abanim. And that was early night, in the morning, and President Kiir was in Malakal celebrating the peace signature. So two coordinated attack happened that night. 5 people has been killed in Abanim, and 7 people was killed in Anagdiar. Are you angel that will kill people and then you will not be questioned? So as a result, Brother Wilson, there was a violent reaction. It's not a peaceful reaction, violent reaction, tooth by teeth. So how can we come now that Tanawai was killed? And the good thing that the people who were not happy, they didn't go and hurt innocent Danka, but they went and deal with the person who is ordering this barbarian attack on the neighboring. So for your information, but we will deny it, but for all the people of South Sudan the international, that it was a retaliation. So if we want to stop the problem, we have to stop recitement so that we will have no more retaliation again. And thank you. Thank you, Pal.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I think I took more than 3 minutes. I'm sorry about that.
Well, yeah, blend a little bit for so long since we started. I remember just maybe I give you earlier. Bor give you any chance today, but what I would like to say, thank you so much, guys, for joining us at Nile Nation Network. Really welcome. We talk our issue. Let us debate in a way that at least will help our
What
people
happened to
down there
you
to.
cutting off? I don't know what
I'm
happened.
cutting off.
It's network
No,
getting
maybe
back. The network getting back. Check your battery. Maybe the battery of your computer or whatever
maybe
device.
my battery
Yeah.
or yours. Okay, I don't know. It's keep coming off, but I would like
Maybe
to say
the computer is sleeping now.
no. I told you earlier that I don't have an issue with my computer, and even I say it may be off. But really, here I would like to thank all of you guys. I would like to thank Aya. He's still there. Thank you so much for coming in. Brother Wilson, or Salmon. I think I call you guys Mr. And also those who came and left. Our sister, I think if I remember, and our brother Coach. Uh, at the back there, Mr. Mabor, welcome. And of course, also Otto, William. I
I think you have
don't
to
know,
give
maybe
me 1 minute though.
your name. What?
You have to give me 1 minute, or you want to kill me that way.
Please, you get it another day, right? Because really, we need to. Really, we need to go. I'd like to thank you guys so much. I know this
So
is
you
not
want
gonna
me to
end.
go, stay for the whole night?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. Like that because I'm.
So you people of Upper Nile gang on me.
No. I think you can be
Yes,
given 2
yes,
minutes, and each one of us who never talk, we can be given 1 minute. Mr. Pell, be fair. Give
I know
one
the
2 minutes.
if I give 1 minute, you guys not gonna respect that. You guys gonna
No,
go
we will
over 1
respect.
minute.
As you know, Wilson is suggesting because Mabor didn't talk. This is,
Yeah,
I think, this is what Wilson is saying.
we will never talk. You can give him 2 minutes if you don't want us to have 1 minute.
No, well, you all, you five, you six of you gang on me. So you guys have to go.
That's how Upper Nile people gang on one person. That's why we are running away now. We want to have our own constitution. So you are in the wrong zone, my friend.
Yeah, that is okay. Yeah, but keep coming, guys. Keep coming. It's our own zone. We need to learn a lot from you. Let me hard-hearted here. Let me give you guys the right and 1 minute thing really that we can hear without inciting anything. What could be a good thing that you think that we should take from here, Brother Jeremiah, Mr. Jeremiah? Meet yourself and tell us what could be the one good thing that you want us to take from here. 1 minute, please.
The positive thing, not negative things. Yeah.
Oh, did I say negative?
You didn't say
no.
no.
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Okay. What I want to say, the positive things. First of all, I don't want to call people of Padang as enemies, like they're calling us as enemies. I will never call them enemies. This is one. And for positive thing or peace to come in Upper Nile, Padang to cut ties with Starpa directly and drop demanding Malakal has their own state. And let Padang initiate those who are living unions to come out, to go into their houses, and let Padang whom occupied those houses, homes of those who are unionists, let them leave. and let them also try to, to surrender those who had been killing people in Malakal. And these are the basis for peace, according to my thinking. When it is done like that, everybody will be happy. In generally, peace in Upper Nile state is not in the hand of any tribe in Upper Nile apart from Padang. Padang is responsible for peace in Upper Nile. If they want peace in Upper Nile to come today or tonight, they will make it. We are waiting for them when they accept peace, by relinquishing all claims which are not necessary, which had never been there, and think of having good connection with self. Thank you very much, and I am happy.
Thank you so much, Brother Jeremiah. Those are very good words. Mr. Ruto, media side.
Yeah, the positive thing, as we said, we don't need the bad language. We don't need to attack. Let we stop killing people within the city. Let we give the police a chance to do their job. Not only that, people in POC, let them come out. You know, those people really, if there is some, no, those who are in jail, it seems like the people who are in POC now today, because they don't have any work. They have a problem with the disease called inactive, which is if you are not active, you get some disease in your leg, in your body, in your arm, because you are not working and you are not moving. So we need to stop all killing so that people, they can come out from the POC. Really, we don't have to jail them like that. As we said, all five tribes in Upper Nile, I think they can make a peace. I know that. We are a leader. And even you look at the government of Southern Sudan today, we have 3 from Upper Nile. That means we are smart. Why should we don't bring the peace in Upper Nile? And next time we are going to talk issue of Great Upper Nile. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Brother Wilson. I think I answered your that was your request. 1 minute, please, Brother Wilson. What are the positive things out from that we can go out? Meet yourself, brother.
Thank you again for a chance. The positive thing, Jama, we're calling for peace, but there is a pending issue. If we really need to have a peace, we need to look at issue of Malakal. That's one thing. The second that will become positive is for a governor to act like a governor of 5 tribes, not a governor of Shuluk or not a governor of Io. That's another thing. Because the language he was being spoken is very difficult. Even though there was Karara Mulu, Wujud Bitao, and then he turned around now, Malakal is belong to the Shuluk while they were given another Malakal. So the positive thing for Upper Nile to have a peace is to solve this issue before even talking about the old peace. Second, like I said before, it's a temporal solution. Put a Padang, put the Padang in their own administrative. If not, all of us can be given administrative, because it is very clear from day one, Nasir district, which owned by the Nuejaken, Sobat district were owned by the 2 sections of Padang, Kodok district were owned by who? By the Chuluk. And then the Sobat district were owned by 2 sections, and then the Rang and Molut and Maban, they were districts. If we really need a peace, we could, as a temporarily, to calm down the situation. And let those who kill Padang and attack Padang to come with a language, not a language of threat. That walai hajade into mahatalga state butakum wala mata. This language, you are chasing people away. So that's what I can say. We need to reduce the way we talk. In an Nilotic word, you cannot threat somebody, especially the Dinka. If you threatening a man, even though you are bigger than he will allow himself to be killed. So the language of not getting, if you cannot get your own administration, is not by threatening. It's not going to work. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Wilson. Brother Mr. Philemon, please come your 1 minute.
Okay, yeah, thank you for the chance. I just want the people of Upper Nile State to remember the positive thing, and we, those who are on the screen, to think. I want to, say from the word that written by John Maxwell. It says, "One person seeking glory doesn't accomplish much. Success is the result of people pulling together to meet the common goals." Our common goals as the children of Upper Nile is to bring peace to our state. Our common goals now is to reconcile. Our common goals is to negotiate and make sure that our people know that they are brothers and sisters, and that will come from all of us, those who are living in diaspora and those who are back home. Fight, war, and all these things cannot bring change to our state. And the last thing I want us to remember, we need to support the peace agreement. There is no any good peace agreement in this world, but the bad one, we can make it a good one. But if we are saying that this peace is a bad peace, then we are supporting war. But I want us to, support peace and help our governor to make sure that he can lay the foundation that can protect the people of Upper Nile. And that is the message I strongly believe. We can fight, but at the end, we have to reconcile. And that is what I want to see. And it comes from the mouth of the governor. He says they are going to Upper Nile, not as an IO or a governor, IO or a government. So they are going to Upper Nile as a government that is going to address the needs of the people of Upper Nile. That's it, So I need all of us to support this, because if we support them as a government instead of as IO or IG, we are not going to bring anything. But we need to support them as the children of Upper Nile, laying the foundation of the institution in Melekal, so that they can address the needs of the people of Upper Nile State. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. With no further ado, William, please, your 1 minute.
Yeah, thank you. That is very good, Pal. Yeah, I think positive things, what I can say it is honest talk. We are mature enough, and I can quote what Nelson Mandela said, that I'm a man when I conquer the problem. We don't be naive that we are not living in problem. We have, but we will be mistaken if we dwell in the problem. So we be honest to what we're talking, an acknowledgement of a mistake, and especially our brother Denka Padang, not Denka Padang, elites of Denka, to drop their illegal litigation of land. And the last thing is, there is no peace negotiation here. It's just we are trying to talk, to be honest with each other. But the important thing that we have a peace that we brought by the blood of our own people. We just need to honor that peace. That is important for us because we have peace already. Wilson will not do anything today, even we talk 100 years. I will not do anything even if we talk 100 years, because there is a peace already. So yes, we don't shy away from peace. It has been won, and it has to be dealt with. And I can say, Guy, that the peace agreement is telling our leader to disseminate the peace agreement to the people of Southern Sudan and diaspora, and in Africa as well as in Southern Sudan. So it is our duty to disseminate peace agreement so that we implement it. So this is what I can say. But it's good that we can challenge each other. We can challenge each other because that is the way when we start recognizing what went wrong. And then our children, they can learn from us too. So yes, this is what I can say. Thank you.
Much, Mr. William Abor. You have the privilege of being in control. You was being quiet. I can give you 1 minute. What do you want people of Upper Nile positive thing that you want them to take? Please, 1 minute, right? Don't cause us any problem because the people of Upper Nile, they are in peace. What is that for you?
Get it too, man.
Because you guys came on me, I will feel the fire.
Destroy it.
if you feel a fire there, it will reach you wherever you go. The night will not fire out. So
okay, yeah, you know, I'm very glad that you know, all of us are the people of Greater Upper Nile. These people who are talking here today are the family and are the leaders for tomorrow. That anyone among us can say, Mr. Yak can do this. By doing that, it's the case that we have to watch our words, because our words are more important than any other things. Because what come out of our mouth is what can even go and hurt people who are innocent. You know, like I quote something that I can be in the corner so I can serve my own security. The security itself, if someone say I can do my own security, the security itself is for not for only individual people as a tribe. The security is for the country. Unless if we say, okay, I myself, Mr. Welke, my own home is the country itself. So I can create my own security as my own. But if I'm under the government, which is called South Sudan, my security is under the government, which is the high rank, that I suppose all of us to pressure and say, we need a security. And if there's something that happening wrong, we should hold that government accountable. And this is what I could see here. I'm very glad that we all demand for 1 minute and we put a conclusion on it. And I will say thank you very much for that. And let's keep that vision that we need a good gesture security for our country. So I can come and go to Malut without fear. I know that the fear is the problem to each and every one. And thank you.
Thank you so much. I think I would like to thank our here with us for all the almost 4 hours. Thank you so much for coming. I see your comments. Sometimes I also few of your comments and questions. Thank you for sharing with us, of you who are online there and as our viewer. Again, thank you much enough. Also, the same to people who join us here. Thank you. I don't know even it's enough. Thank you so much, and I'd love to see you another day, another topic. Brother Filmon, Wilson, Jeremiah, Otto, William, and more, and two that left us earlier. Thank you so much, and I wish you wherever you are is a good morning, it's a good night, or it's a good afternoon. Thank you so much, and see you next time.
Good night, guy.
Yeah, Pel, ma the music.